Yo, what's up, guys? We're back at it. Back at it again. I am back. Second stream today. Oh, dear. As you know, we were on earlier. We reacted all the GTA stuff earlier. It was good. It was all the GTA stuff was awesome. I loved it. Cannot wait for it to come out. It was fun to react to on stream with you guys. It was a cool experience. React to that. Felt like watching the movie. It was very good. So basically, today we're just going to react to the same stuff as we normally do, just react to, what's been going on politically, and to, reacts, later. So, yeah, let's get right into it. So let's just get straight into it. This is from earlier, from the GTA stuff. It was awesome. I love that. I know, it's funny. That was literally someone from Arby's, dude. Alright. Shit. There were some clips of Trump today, so we'll go look at all that. Like the ones with with Trump in it. So find it, then after that we'll look at articles. Alright, what's this one? Oh god. Guys, rename Lake Ontario to Lake America. I don't really care about that. There's something about the Canada, so
sadly. Even the military, we defend Canada for nothing. We don't get anything. They don't pay us to defend Canada, but we defend Canada. And they understand that. As an example, we bought icebreakers. They'd like to use them. We have 11 brand new icebreakers coming in. They'd like to use the icebreakers. They don't pay for anything. And they want to be treated like a state, but they're not a state. But they want to be treated like they're a state. And so we just can't do that anymore. We lose on average over the last 15 years, $60 billion a year carrying Canada. So we just can't do it. We love the people of Canada. I don't think their representatives do it.
I'm gonna look it up, chat. I don't know if it's even true. No, this is something I just looked at earlier randomly. How much prestige of the U.S. lost in trade with Canada? There's no way 60 billion. There's no way. It's probably 20 billion or whatever. Let's see. I'm gonna fact check it. Let's see if that's even true or not. I can guarantee that's probably not even fucking true, but we have to wait and see. The U.S. runs a good trade deficit with Canada, but if service surplus resulting in a relatively modest overall goods and service. This is from last year, according to the Office of U.S. Trade Representatives and U.S. Census Bureau dates. Good exports to Canada is $333 billion. Goods and exports from Canada is $381.9 billion. The goods for trade deficit is $48.3 billion, down to 21%, and $12.9 billion in 2024, roughly $61 billion deficit. So it's around. So it's 48. It's 48.3 billion. So he's way off as usual. On that, he's as usual. He's way off on it. Just lying. It's 48 billion. That's still a lot of money to be losing, but that's just not even close to being fucking true.
Coming back and doing it.
It's not close. It's not close to what he's.
But they treat us very badly. Canada treats us very badly. I would say that of all countries. As you know, we have President Xi coming in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, are you gonna get a trade deal with him, dude? Come on, man.
They'll ask me,
you did 100%.
the worst to deal with on trade.
On fucking
and I said, that's easy.
China,
Canada. They are the worst, and they feel entitled, and just we can't have that. The Canadian officials have treated us very badly.
That's you know who's treating everybody, you know who's treating us badly? The fucking president of the United States is. He's the one who's fucking ripping people off with his retarded tariffs. He's ripping us off. He's making our prices go up. He's making grocery prices go up with his stupid tariffs. You know, he's affecting small businesses. He's ripping us off with his gas prices because they're wrong. Boy, he's ripping us off with cutting these retarded, deals that he's doing, enriching himself while he's in office with his crypto scams. Everybody's buying, and his crypto coins getting ripped off because he's doing pump and dump. Yeah, his fucking tariffs are ripping everybody off. His tax cuts are ripping everybody off because it favored the 1% again. It wasn't actually helping the working class or anything. He doesn't give a fuck about the working class. He cares about enriching himself and his buddies, man. This is pretty fucking obvious that he's fucking ripping everybody off of his retarded tariffs. Charging 50% and 60% for no reason, over petty reasons, jacking prices up and constantly flip-flop manipulating the markets where these companies are paying and they don't know what to do if they have to keep raising their prices or set them back down. They're just fucking, just killing the economy. It's putting us into debt. It's affecting small businesses. It's affecting the labor market. So yeah, he's killing the economy, and it's also he's ruining our relationships with Canada, all the G7 countries in the world, and NATO countries in Asia. So yeah, he's just fucking everything up. Sadly, it really is like a shame. So yeah, sorry I had to do something. There's another one.
Offered any help that they need. Have a very good relationship with Nepal. That was brutal. That was mud and water. It was a mixture. Nobody
there was
anything quite like that. Where very powerful, strong, well-built buildings were wiped out like they were toothpick. That's a terrible thing. No, we are sending aid. And we've spoken to the leadership, and we let them know anything they want, we'll have. And there were 50, maybe 60 Americans over there. We haven't gotten the full list yet. Hopefully they're okay, but that looked like something that people will not be.
Yeah, all he does, dude, all he gives them some eggs. It's very sad what happened in Nepal, that earthquake. That really bad earthquake caused, that massive flood that happened, man. It's just really sad that anybody who's around there, hopefully people around there are okay and safe. That's all I have to say. It's really sad. 2 months ago, there was really bad earthquakes in Venezuela that destroyed the Venezuelan airports. We're in hurricane season right now. This is around the time. Right now all these hurricanes are going to be coming in. So yeah, natural disasters are not good, man. They're very, very bad. But so yeah, he didn't really talk that much. Surprisingly, I'll look at that later. Go look at articles. Shall we do article time? Should we do that, boys? I think we should. Get into it pretty early. See if Fox News has any good articles. They didn't have any good articles last week in the Axios. We had to go look at Axios. Axios has got a lot better articles in my opinion, than what Fox News does. Just let me do this real quick. Log in to your account on here. Yes. Just give me a second. Alright, there we go. Alright, we're all good now. Sorry, I had to do that. You're now logged into Fox News. I know I'm logged into Fox News, pussy. Just let me fucking. Alright, just let me go look. This is a video. New York Hulk Hogan rejects Trump's Lincoln American removal of Obama's. I don't really care about his fucking renaming fucking territories. This stupid. It's not important. Um, Trump admin urges returning education to the state, signed free trillion of taxes spent well for prophecy scores. We go look at this one. It's about like education. We go like, like look at that. That's all right. The U.S. Department of Education has emphasized that control over education needs to be returned. State signed free trillion and spent taxpayer money. National test scores shown that only 3 in 10 students are proficient in math and reading. Department spokesman told Fox News Tuesday, despite the 3 trillion in taxpayer investment in a federal Department of Education, only 3 in 10 students are proficient in reading and math. That is exactly why the Trump administration's return education to these states and putting local leaders and parents back in the driver's seat, and the spokesperson said. Delivering this message, Secretary McMahon and key department leaders called into local radio nationwide over the past 2 weeks, connecting directly with millions of parents to highlight our hard reset to direction from restoring parental rights to empower states to lead in taking ideologically out of higher education. Education Secretary Linda McMahon found earlier this year to dismantle the federal agency when she took office, pledging to hire staff members who would work towards eliminating their respective roles. The targeted local voice succeeds with McMahon's broader 50-state tour, during which she spoke directly with families about the K-12 schooling will be fundamentally different under the administration's plan to decentralize federal oversight. As a buffer and a grandmother, I know firsthand that we only get one opportunity to educate or help our children reaching their full God-given potential. That is exactly why the Trump administration is returning education to the states and ushering in the largest expansion of education freedom in American history. McMahon had told Fox News this 50-state tour has reached millions of families across our great nation, emphasizing the official role parents play in their child's life, not bureaucrats in Washington. The Bush followed President Trump's back to school event at the White House Monday, where he promoted the administration's school choice agenda and reiterated pledges about parents back in Georgia. Speaking alongside McMahon's students, parents, and the educators in the Rose Garden, Trump urged that despite massive federal outlays, student performance remains unacceptable and families require more educational options. He also pledged to eliminate what he called far-left extremism from classrooms. As a part of that push, the administration highlighted the up-and-coming education freedom tax credit set to take effect the 1st of 2027. The program will allow individual taxpayers to receive dollar tax credit up to $1,700 for contributions made to approved scholarships and grants in organizations. The Trump administration announced earlier this year the interagency agreement between the Department of Education and the Department of Treasury, with official calling the largest step towards closing the agency. Sorry about that. Sneeze. The agreement entails moving students lending operations from the Department of Education to the Treasury, which will assume operational responsibility for collecting on defaulted federal student loan debt and define operation support to the department's efforts to return borrowers to repayment. This agreement follows 9 agency partnerships over the past year as the Department of Education seeks to downsize, shifting out from its offices, programs to other federal agencies. This is a part of a broader effort to limit the department McMahon previously said that AG is merely a pass-through from federal funding as opposed to control curriculum, knowing that the agency's role in curriculum is frequently misunderstood. It's very interesting. I agree with the having a tax, like an educational tax credits. I think they should probably give a little bit more. To be honest with you, I think you should give more money, to like parents to help, like give to like spend on school supplies. They try like, for school and for like tutoring and just like under a fence going to like in school. I think it should be up to the states, in my opinion. I don't think we should fully get rid of the Department of Education. Like, I'm not the biggest fan. Like, I'm not a fan of the Department of Education. The other thing is overbloated. I think we should probably definitely make a downsize to the Department of Education. I would probably make some cuts into the Department of Education, but I wouldn't fully get rid of it because you need to have something to do with, like, for like, for like kids who can't afford to, can't really afford lunch, have like the option of get free like school lunches under like the program because of like certain tax brackets. Basically help with like special assistance for like like kids, yeah, who are like sped basically or like special needs and like programs for that. Like same with like you'll have like grants and like scholarships and all that. For anything, still need to have that. But I still think it should be up to it should still be up to the states because I think the states and each individual state should decide what they want to like want their like kids to like learn. I don't think it should be up to the government to decide what should be like learned. It definitely needs like a rehaul because it's definitely problematic that we spend the most money on the education world, but we're like near the we're near the bottom like in test scores and like on math and most people can't read above like an eighth grade level, and that's pretty problematic. The reason why our test scores have gone down is because COVID. Like schools were shut down for almost a year, and like testing. I was like in high school, we weren't doing like a lot of like we didn't do any state testing during COVID because we were shut down. So that had a big effect, and people weren't going to school. Um, a lot of the teachers weren't putting much of an effort because of because of what's going on, with like COVID. I think schools should like teach like how to like pay taxes because you have to like do that in your life. People should not like balance like a checkbook. People don't really do that anymore. It's still something to learn. I learned it in scouts. People should like learn how to like balance like a budget. Like learn how to like fix like a car, self defense. Probably have like home economics. Like how to do like compound interest, learn about economics, learn about inflation, just like learn what's goes on in the U.S. economy, and like learn about our actual history, not shitting on our history, and actually learn about the difference between the difference in like capitalism. They should learn about the difference like in socialism and communism. Learn the different methods of it and show them the concepts. That's what should be in. That's what the schools should be teaching. Should be the individual say. Like I said, if some states want to have like the Ten Commandments, that's fine. But I don't think there should be I don't think the federal government should say it. Every single state has to have the Ten Commandments in their schools. I think it should be up to the state, in my opinion. That's like how I feel like on that. So, but we definitely kind of need to do something about the Department of Education because because good God, our kids are fucking dumb. It's not their like their fault. They're just not getting taught properly. I was just I was recently in school. I graduated high school 2 years ago, but I was in public school. Like 4 years ago. So I wasn't learning Czech. I wasn't like learning anything really. So just give me a second. 100%. Give me a second. Just give me a minute. Almost done with this. I wasn't excited in a week. Sounds pretty good. But I haven't looked in a while. Just give me that. Fuck, where is it? Oh, there we go. Sorry, chat. Alright, see what else we do. Josh Shapiro sues Trump mission over live signal. Give me a second. Fuck, I'm sorry. Sorry, man. There you go. Josh Shapiro sues Trump administration over life-saving reproductive care and abortion vow. That's not good. Okay. Trump keeps winning Republican primaries. He loses might be more. If you go look at this one, this is about the midterms. Obviously, midterms are coming up pretty soon, like 9 days still to the midterms. So we're getting very close. Very close. President Trump took to social media ahead of his latest round of Republican primary elections to emphasize my endorsements are stronger than ever. There has never been anything close. The never respect of the president's assertions that despite some setbacks, he remains the ultimate kingmaker in the GOP nomination shows. According to Fox News, Trump primary endorsement record, the president is batting at 1,000 in Senate primary so far, with all 24 of his endorsed candidates winning their contests. In House races, Trump is near perfect. 214 of 218 candidates he endorsed win their primaries. That's pretty fucking impressive, man. Like that's you got 100% percentage in U.S. Senate, 90% in the U.S. House, 76% in governor, 97%. That's pretty fucking impressive, man. I give him even though he's done like a shit job, he's done like a shit job. So far, he's like basically abandoned all his campaign problems. And I give him that. He does pick. He's done a good job of picking. Endorsing people. But even a lot of his people actually win in the generals too. It's pretty impressive. The far right, the extremists have barely won any of their primaries. Like James Fishback got destroyed. Fucking David Sarin got fucking whomped. There's a couple other people that I think have got destroyed. Like Tucker's endorsements, the MTGs, and all those people. Oh shit. Give me a second, I fucking fuck. Fucking Christ. Fucking thing. Fucking thing stepped on, sorry. My fucking thing got stepped on, dude. The way he put the Buffalo Bills on his back, my cord is so goddamn long, man. It's just I don't want to bike my chair so I fucking run it over, anything like that. Sorry. Let's get back to you. Oh, I'm so sorry. The government shutdown Trump backed candidates have suffered a handful of high-profile defeats, but 16 out of 21 contenders for governors the president has endorsed or captured the party's nomination. That's still pretty good. 76% is still pretty good. This week, Trump backed candidates scored statewide victories in two very competitive contests as Trump endorsed Darlene Graham who was recently appointed to fill the remaining months of her late brother, Lindsey Graham. Lindsey Graham's current term, AHL Conservative Representative Ralph Norman, and they run off to win the GOP Senate nomination for November's election. Graham will face Democratic nominee in November in the race for the following months of her late brother's Senate term. In Oklahoma, former budget secretary and former state senator Mike Mozzie captured the GOP government nomination by just 2,000 votes over rival Genter Drummond, the state attorney general. Sporting endorsed two so-called underdogs yesterday, one from South Carolina and the other one from Oklahoma. They both won. The president posted on social media Wednesday following Tuesday's primaries. The president pulled out all the stops to help push Graham, who stumbled over international affairs during a debate last week, grabbed national attention over the finish line. I did see that. Also I was in the UK, I saw clips of it. I was like, kind of like, really? He wants to endorse her. I'm still like at question marks on her. So Trump headlined a rally for Graham on Friday in Myrtle Beach, where he pledged federal funding for a long-purpose new interstate highway. In South Carolina, he has held a tele rally for her on the eve of the primary, and MAGA Inc., the top Trump-aligned super PAC, dished out 900,000 support grants. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of money there. But the internal endorsement has improved, to be sure. But this cycle in South Carolina, Trump-backed Lieutenant Governor Kamala Evans for the government nomination in the race to see the term limit McMaster and the state's early June primary. Evans was the top vote getter in the primary, but lost his soon runoff election against South Carolina Attorney General Alan Wilson in a landslide. Trump ever argued for a vacating Doris Wilson in addition to Evelyn days before the runoff. It's undeniable that Trump has dramatically reshaped the GOP since his first White House victory a decade ago with the populist MAGA American First. When it's not American First, it's fucking making Trump first, and they created problems over more than official fiscal social conservatives, and the president's grip over party's policy remains extremely firm, but has some setbacks. With 5 of his government picks in Republican primaries this year going down to defeat besides South Carolina Evans, that list continues to include Georgia Lieutenant Governor Burt Jones and Randy Fitzgerald of Iowa, who has lost nominating contests this spring to Wyoming Superintendent of Public Instruction, Megan Dakin Felder, and Minnesota businessman Michael Founder and former CEO Mike Lindell fell short. Meanwhile, 2 House incumbents endorsed by the president also lost their bids for re-nomination this month. Representative Andy Aldis of Tennessee, Corey Mills of Florida, who was facing multiple controversies. The Republican Party is Trump Party, and there's no question that endorsement from the president provides deterrence boost in the Republican primary, but it doesn't necessarily mean the candidates will win. Federal GOP strategist and communicator Ryan Williams told Fox Visual Williams said that the president still has a firm grip on the party, even in places where a candidate has back close to the nomination, but know that if there are underlying issues with the candidacy, those can pose problems that even an endorsement can't overcome.
What you think?
Yeah, it's pretty impressive that Trump's got basically a 97% win rate on his endorsement. That's pretty impressive, man. I give him that. He's done a bad job in his second term, and he's hasn't done any of his campaign promises, and his fucking pussy out and everything he probably was gonna do. But I give him some credit, man. does good on endorsing people, endorsing candidates. He's got a gift on that. I give him that, man. It's very impressive. Like a lot of them actually do win in the generals. Obviously, it's more tougher for them in the generals than the primaries, but most of them, actually like win in the generals because they're like in big plus like 30 R districts, and it really does give like a boost. Like in swing states, it's more kind of like a tougher challenge. It makes it kind of like that goes like pretty tight. But like it's pretty impressive. He's still able to get Thor's candidates to win their like primaries in the far right, like MTG, like the Candace types, Tucker, and all those fucking losers, those retarded, Groypers are getting absolutely manhandled in the primaries. Like James Fishback got fucking destroyed. He was like third in the fucking primary. He got absolutely manhandled. It wasn't even close. Bolsarian guy was like fucking destroyed, but he was an idiot. No one gave a fuck about damn Bolsarian. There's other people that are far right neo Nazis that got absolutely fucking destroyed. So those idiots are not real candidates. So it's pretty impressive. It's pretty impressive. We'll see how they do it in like in November. So trying to see if any good one. This is more about the midterms. We're getting some midterm stuff, important shit. 12 races scramble Senate battle as Democrats comeback. With the clock quickly ticking towards election day, 2026, Democrats are increasingly optimistic about recapturing the Senate majority in this year's terms. We're going to take back the Senate. Republicans, they had the Senate locked down, but now Democrats were on a path to victory. We blown the map wide open. Longtime Senate Democratic leader Senator Chuck Schumer of New York Town last week. Schumer made his prediction to reporters after the Cook political reports. I'm sorry, it's always a clock. A lead in nonpartisan election and Capper shifted crucial Senate races in Texas and Iowa from lean towards the GOP to toss up Republicans as the party's currently in power were already up against traditional political headwinds that have historically led to a loss of congressional seats during the midterm election years. And to that, challenging climate fueled by precision inflation, high gas prices tied to what polls show it's an unpopular war with Iran and President Trump's underwater proofreadings. But Democrats have problems on their own as they try to win back control in the Senate in the midterms, including as a party brand that public opinion poll indicates is extremely unpopular and high-profile victories in this spring and summer by left-wing socialist candidates over establishment rivals. Democrat primaries are giving Republicans extra ammunition to betray all Democrats as extremists. The Democrats' path to majority starts with holding the open seat battleground Michigan with the far-off contender Abdul El Sayed edged out more moderate Representative Haley Stevens in this month's primary. El Sayed's victory in most recent polling that suggests he's yet to unify his party. Baseball former Republican Representative Mike Rogers Cruz to the GOP nomination unopposed. Bush the race from leaning towards the Democrats to toss up the latest Fox News power rankings. The power rankings currently include 6 states where where neither Democrats nor Republicans have the edge. Michigan, alongside the GOP controls states, Iowa, Texas, Ohio, Maine. Alaska Senator Tim Scott, the chair of the National Republican Senatorial Committee, told Fox News earlier this year he was already incredibly optimistic that the GOP can not only hold but expand its current 50-47, 53-47 majority in the upper chamber. Scott feels optimistic, saying in an interview Sunday on NBC News. Give me a second, I should change my song.
No, why? What? I mean, what's so special about it?
Should change my fucking song.
I smoke.
Sorry. With the press, I am very confident that we will be in the majority at the end of November this year. Here's a look at the most competitive Senate seats in play that can potentially flip the balance of power in chambers, starting with the races and the Fox News power rankings. They're up for grabs. Toss-up takes number one, obviously Michigan. The race in the Great Lakes background state where Democrat Senator Gary Peters is retiring. It's a top flip opportunity for Republicans. Rogers, who is the GOP Senate nominee for a second straight cycle, coming with 20,000 votes. A victory 2 years ago in roughly 5.5 million casts. As outside works to unify whose party's base after a combustible primary battle with Stevens. Rogers is increasing his efforts to court disinfected Democrats who may not be thrilled with their nominee far left position on key issues. Texas, my state, where I currently live in the best state in the country, Texas. The National Foreign Minister boosting the state representative James Tallarico, who is open to become the first Democrat since 1988 to win a U.S. Senate election in the right wing takes. Jesus, since '88, good God, I did not realize that. Tallarico has hauled roughly $16 million in fundraising so far this year, an eye-popping figure defeating Representative Jasmine Crockett in the March primary to secure the Democratic nomination. He's facing off in the general election against Trump-backed Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton. The MAGA firebrand carrying plenty of political baggage outside a long-time Republican Senator John Cornyn of Texas. The expensive combustible GOP nomination battle that went into overtime. Maine, the moderate Republican Senator Susan Collins is running for re-election for a six-year term in this blue league in Maine. Collins is the only Republican senator running for re-election this year in a state that Vice President Kamala Harris carried into the 2024 presidential election bid against Trump. But the longtime senator, who has been a top Democratic target for multiple election cycles, has proven tough. It's been proven tough to beat. Collins is being challenged by former Maine State Senate President Troy Jackson, the Democratic nominee. James Jackson was overwhelmingly backed for the nomination last month at a state party convention. He replaced Oysterman comment favorite Graham Plattner, who won the June Democratic Senate primary but quit the race amid a slew of controversies, including an allegation of rape from a woman he previously dated, in which he denied. The race is a toss-up. Ohio, Democrats soared a major recruiting victory last year when Senator Sherrod Brown announced that he would challenge Republican Senator John Hust. Sorry, it's just an interesting name. Former Lieutenant Governor Hust, appointed to the Senate a year ago after then Senator J.D. Vance stepped down to serve as vice president to Trump. Obviously, give me a minute. Fuck. Give me a minute. I'm sorry. Hey, when I'm doing this on One Blood, here's what I said. Ohio wants a premier general election battleground. As turns solely red over the past decade. Democrats view Brown as their only competitive candidate in the race to serve remain 2 years of Vance's term. Brown lost re-election in 2024 by roughly 4 points, while Trump carried Ohio by 11 points. Iowa Republicans are defending an open seat in Iowa, a one-time swing state that shifted to the right over the past decade. But the GOP rallied around Representative Ashley Hinton, who is backed by Trump in the race to succeed retiring Republican Senator Joni Ernst. Hinton, a former local TV news anchor who flipped a Democratic held seat since seat in 2020, is seen as a rising star in the party. State Representative Josh Turk, a Harley Iffen, I can't pronounce, I'm sorry, won a contest at expensive Democratic primary over more progressive state Senator Zach Wallace. Turk is boosted by high inflation, soaring costs for farmer and lagging economic growth. In one of the nation's top agriculture states, Trump carried the state by double digits in 2024. But the Senate race is a toss-up. Alaska Democrats were given a big boost in the red-lean state when former Representative Mary Peltola announced in February that she would challenge GOP incumbent Senator Dan Sullivan. Peltola lost re-election in 2024 in a large district that covers the entire state by 3 points, while Trump carried Alaska by 11 points. Benefit Peltola, the first Alaskan native to represent the state in Congress, is the appearance on the general election ballot for a second Dan Sullivan, a former teacher who announced his campaign in May. Republicans have criticized the other Sullivan candidacy as likely to confuse voters in crucial Senate race, which the candidate has denied. Juby helps see Democrats to aim to flip North Carolina. Republicans are defending an open seat in the southeast battleground state, with GOP Senator Tom Tillis is retiring at the end of this year. The GOP quickly rallied around former Republican National Committee RNC Chair Michael Whitley, who has Trump's backing after steering the National Party Committee in the 2024 election. Democrats, meanwhile, landed their top recruit when former term Governor Roy Cooper jumped in the race a year ago. Cooper enjoys tons of name recognition in North Carolina, and is 6-0 when it comes to running statewide races. North Carolina voted for Trump in the 2024 election. He's won that state 3 times. New Hampshire Republicans see another flip opportunity in New Hampshire, where a long-time held Democratic Senate seat in New England's only swing state is open, and thanks to retirement of Senator Jeanine Sheehan, who is the first woman in U.S. history to be elected governor and senator. Four-term Representative Chris Pappas is expected to capture the Democratic Senate nomination in the state's early September primary. Meanwhile, former Senator John E. Sr., who has Trump's endorsement, is favored to win the GOP primary over former Senator Scott Brown, who has served as Trump's first-term ambassador to New Zealand. Sano is the older brother of older brother to former Governor Chris Sano. Okay, there's other ones. Just give me a sec. Georgia. Republicans' first-term Senator John Ossoff is the most vulnerable Democrat to seek re-election. Ossoff, first elected in 2020, races built a massive war chest for his re-election in the southeastern battleground, while the GOP faced a massive freeway primary battle for its nomination in the crucial Sun Belt battleground state. In November's midterms, Ossoff will face Republican Representative Mike Collins, who is backed by Trump days ahead of the Senate of the state's GOP primary runoff election. Georgia narrowly voted for Trump in 2024. Nebraska Republican incumbent Senator Pete Ricketts, a former governor, is seeking a full 6-year term in the Senate representing the resident state. He'll face off in the midterms with former union leader Dan Osborne, an independent candidate by Democratic affiliated groups and donors, who's making his second straight run for the Senate. Democratic nominee and former pharmacy technician Cindy Burbank dropped out the race and moved to boost Osborne. The race is likely Republican, according to Fox News. Kansas GOP Senator Roger Marshall is seeking a second term. He's being challenged by Democratic nominee Adam Hamilton, a pastor. Minnesota, the retirement of Democratic Senator Tina Smith is giving the GOP hopes that they can flip the seat in the Boolean state. Former MC reporter turned conservative pundit activist Michelle DeFoya. I remember Michelle DeFoya. She used to do Sunday football back in the day. The GOP nomination, she'll face off with progressive Lieutenant Governor Peggy Flanagan, who defeated more moderate Representative Angie Craig in the Democratic primary. Very interesting toss-up states. I'll give my predictions. Minnesota will stay Democratic. There's not a lot of insurgency in Minnesota, so maybe Michelle DeFoe will give her a run for money. We have to wait and see. I think Minnesota will still be Democrat. Kansas, that's gonna be Republican. All those central states, down the south are gonna be Republicans. There's not a lot of Democrats in Kansas, so Roger Marshall will probably win a second term. Nebraska, same thing. It'll be Republican. Pete Ricketts will get another term, in my opinion. Georgia, it's gonna be on Georgia's turn to a swing state. Georgia's full of redneck, but over the last last two elections, it's been a swing state. That's gonna be up in the air. I think Ossoff will probably win. Will probably win because he's he's a young guy. It seems like he's charismatic. He's got charisma. He's a moderate, a moderate liberal, and I think he'll win another term. There's not really a lot of strong candidates who really can defeat him, so I think he'll win another term. New Hampshire, that's always been Democrat. A lot of the East Coast is Democrat. It's just always been that way. So she will probably win another term. So, she's retired. Wait, is she retiring or not? I'm not sure. I think no, I think she's running. Sorry. Uh, North Carolina, that's like slightly a toss up. Like Trump has won North Carolina 3 times. North Carolina in the past is in the last 3 elections for Republican. I know they voted for Obama like in 2012. That's like kind of like a toss up. That one's gonna become like a toss up. It's so far like Roy Cooper's had the edge so far. So that's gonna become like a toss up in my opinion. It's going neck and neck. Alaska, it's gonna be Republican. Not a lot of people live out in Alaska, so it'll just be Republican in my opinion. Also, Trump won that say by double digits. So, Iowa. Iowa's always been a Republican state because it's like farmland. One of those like agriculture farmland like states are always Republican, So I think it'll probably stay Republican in my opinion. Ohio, it'll be Republican. Back in the day, they used to be Democratic states, but like Ohio was very, was unsatisfied when Obama was president. Because, the coal industry, I believe, was also in Ohio, and Obama got rid of the coal industry, and that's the reason why he's being conservative the last, 10 years. So, probably, in my opinion, be, it'll stay, Republican. So, Maine, this one's a toss up. We've been paying attention to this one for the last couple of months. Susan Collins has been in the Senate since the late '90s. She's like a moderate, rhino. She's not a MAGA at all. She's voted on decent amount of things for Trump, but she's voted against a lot of things. She's voted against Trump's bill. I think she's voted to impeach Trump before. I don't think Trump's really a big fan of Susan Collins. I think it's gonna be that one's gonna be really close. That's gonna be really tight, to be honest with you. If I had to say right now, I think that's a toss up. I'll say that's a purple state. Maine's always been a blue state, obviously. I would say that I think she'll probably lose, in my opinion. I think we've had enough of her, to be honest. My state, back in the day, 10 years ago, this guy, no one would care about this guy. 10 years ago, he wouldn't be even close, but taxes has changed. We've had a lot of people from California move down here because the cost of living obviously is so bad in California, and a lot of big businesses are moving down here. So in the last, since COVID, Texas turned more to a purple state. Talladega will probably, sadly, I think he'll probably win, sadly, because Ken Paxton is just not a good candidate. He's not really that conservative. He's just corrupt. It's if we had more of a conservative Republican dude who wasn't corrupt, I think they would be being Talladega. But who knows? Hopefully this guy just another better O'Rourke. We have to wait and see. Michigan, that's definitely a toss-up. They Michigan voted for Trump in 2016. They didn't vote for him in 2020. They voted for him, in 24. This is gonna be a toss-up. At the moment, Rogers is a slight edge on Elside. I don't like Elside. He's a fucking bullshitter. He's a liar. He's a terror supporter. But if he really wants to truly win in Michigan, you have to fucking condemn Hassan and distance yourself away from him. In my opinion, he's just too much of a fucking cancer. In my opinion, this one's definitely gonna be a toss-up. That's just my opinion. I will be right back. I'm gonna get something to eat. I'm kind of hungry, so I'm gonna be right back.
that right now.
He can definitely get
Oh, as a matter of fact, he has been over 100 yards a game. So he got 15-31. They played 14 games. So yeah.
I bet they jumped into the West Wing.
Use that dog. He definitely got a chance to get that. They put him in a position to be able to get the ball.
Now I'm bleeding out.
They have plays specifically designed.
He doesn't have to be so smooth with it. Man.
Yeah.
That just
goes right through the whole
man.
pops out the front.
Nice.
He should be a unanimous first team all pro.
It's basically science.
You know that he should be a first team unanimous all pro. Obviously, Miles Garrett should be a first team all pro.
Just take it around.
Yes.
McBride, the tight end from Arizona.
He nice.
He cooking. He cooking. How many catches McBride got from Arizona? He cooking. He had 2 more today, Ocho.
And he's so waiting here.
He's right here. A real deal.
I'm bringing the macro up.
He got 105 catches. Ocho, he
I
got 105 catches right now. He lead the league. And we only have a tight end lead the league in catches?
I see he's in the hole. He's in the hole. I see him.
I don't think so, Ocho. I don't think Zach Ertz had the lead when he had it. I don't think Witten, when he had on, I think Ertz got the record. He gonna get that record.
Like behind the stairs?
Oh, that's crazy.
Like in the
I'm still.
He catches for touchdowns. Did he? Wow. Gronk did. How many Gronk had?
No, he's not.
Okay.
This is 2. I saw somebody up top. I saw top left. There's 2.
Yeah, I still like when you do feel the roots at 44. He just come out there. And he
You can play a position that doesn't require athleticism. You're not playing that at corner.
He peeked us.
You're not playing that as receiver. You're not playing that as safety. You're not playing that at running back. You're not playing that at tight end.
He's in there. He's going back. He's going.
Who can second? How many Chase got? Chase got to be close.
Wow. So I've been getting my
All right, I'm back. Sorry, just waiting. Got my cookies. Just hungry. Gotta wait a little bit.
So it's gonna come down to the end.
Oh shit. My bad.
Devontae Adams did not return to Sunday's game after
I can show you guys.
41-34
Show you guys.
win over the Lions after suffering a non-contact hamstring
I like
injury
these.
and his
They're really good.
Thursday night showdown against the
All right. See if there's any more articles to.
Optimistic about the injury,
Oh,
so we'll
fucking.
see what that means. I can't imagine how it feels for Thursday.
God, I hate this. I wish I had a wireless headset. You know, one thing I'm really gonna get. Let me save my money up. Hopefully, I get another job. I'm gonna get an actual mic, like a mic like this, where I could just have it set up to my desk, and I just do that. It'll still have like headset. We'll have to worry about the fucking cord. Like being in the way. You know, it's just like super annoying sometimes. So I don't want to fucking run that thing over. So yeah. Okay, that's really all the ones on that one. The articles today are a lot better than the ones from yesterday, because the articles like yesterday are like really bad. It does like really good one. Damn, that's not good. Okay, those are not really good articles. See if Axios got some articles we go look at. Fox News did have better articles today than they did like yesterday. It's like wants to like the midterms, and that's good because the midterms are feel like very important. Obviously, it's just we're getting very close to the midterms. So see what Axios has got. Axios has got really good articles. So I like Axios a lot. It's always been a fan of Axios. Like say, I have some conversation on there. I don't really care about this fucking late thing. It's just stupid. All right, this is a good one. We go with it. Where Trump's tariffs hit hard. This is very important. Obviously, we're all fucking facing the fucking travesty of the tariffs. Where Trump's tariffs hit the hardest is a good one. We can like first. Let's go look at the numbers in every state. We get to the article. Texas, my state, where I currently live in. This is the part of Texas I live in, right there in North Texas. Estimated tariffs paid $37.4 billion per household, equivalent 3,269. Most impacted cars and trucks. Oklahoma, 1.8 billion, not that bad. 1,102, so not that bad. Household goods, most impacted, that's not good. Kansas estimated tariffs paid 1.8 billion per household, equivalent is 1,515 per household. Most impacted agriculture, construction, and equipment. As you know, because Kansas is a high agriculture state. Nebraska 650 million. So household 789. Auto parts. That's shit. I kind of wish we were in Nebraska. In Nebraska, man, that's so bad. But it's better than what my state is. South Dakota 255 million per household, 667. Food and beverages, so it's affecting food prices. North Dakota 283 million per household, 809. Also impacted agriculture, construction equipment. There's just cars and trucks are impacted in Georgia. It's just basically kind of like the same things are getting really impacted. Jesus Christ. Well, California is just fucking expensive as shit. You get the point. It's affecting, like, it's basically people are paying extra, like, you know, like $1,000 or $2,000 or $3,000, and, you know, impact like on food prices, auto parts, agriculture, and trucks, and all that stuff. It's not good. So states fare widely different. Estimated tariff burdens from President Trump's trade actions since the start of 2025 from California 62.8 billion. Jesus Christ. Shared to Wyoming's 107 million. Why it matters? Local industries dictate how our communities have been hit, from Michigan's auto industry to Virginia's aerospace sector. By the numbers, California has absorbed the biggest chunk of the overall 342 billion estimated tab. According to the National Taxpayer Union Foundation data, Michigan's 23.2 billion tab is similar, but amounts to an estimated equivalent of 5,619 per household. Oh my God! My nation, Jesus Christ, no. That explains why LSIAD is sadly rising. It's because of that right there. 5,600 per household is paying more because of the tariffs. And that's the highest in the country. That's the reason why LSIAD is sadly on the rise, because he's talking about that. And Mike Rogers needs to fucking talk about that and say, look, we're getting affected too. I haven't been happy with the Trump tariffs either. You know, like when I get in office, they're going to try to like fight for Trump stuff. Doing these tariffs, I will if you know tariffs get brought up in, you know, voted in Congress, like I say, I will vote against to stop to get vote against to get rid of the tariffs. That's what, you know, Mike Rogers needs to say. So the primary industries driving state tariffs costs over a third into local economies. Vehicles dominated tariffs in Michigan, while auto parts lead in neighboring Indiana and Ohio. Toys and games were leading tariff target in Minnesota, home to Target. In several game companies.
Smith or Smythe? Smythe.
Give me a second.
Field goal in the final seconds. Come back victory over Carolina. Carolina scored
Sorry about
around.
that. In Florida, food thinking winter produces the biggest tariff category. The Supreme Court struck down on Trump's sweeping emergency power tariffs in February. Importers are now seeking refunds for billions of dollars in duties already paid. The data reflect tariffs collected for June 2026, including some costs that could ultimately be refunded, even as the administration explores alternative tariff approaches. Axios analyzed state tariff estimates from trade partnerships worldwide, compelled by a national taxpayer, Union Foundation for Household Equivalents, uses census, Bureau American Community Survey data. Trump tariffs are international, their economic impact is local. That's the reason why these fucking DSA commie fucks are on the rise, because of that issue, because of the fucking tariffs. Because people are paying, like up to like $2,000 more because of the tariffs impacting agriculture. Where a lot of those states that Trump won. It's impacted food prices, impacted car prices, and that's the reason why health science is came into rise, because Michigan is paying the most in the tariffs. Close almost $6,000 that they're paying. That's a lot, man. More than California. That's crazy. Vehicles are dominating the tariffs because it's destroying the auto industry. The auto industry's been fucked for decades in Michigan, but it's getting fucked even more when they're dragging up vehicle prices, auto parts, especially like Indiana, and Ohio. So yeah, it's not good. It's killing the economy. People are having to pay more, per household, and these tariffs making things more expensive. People are coming back on spending because, for example, all disposable income, because a lot of it goes like paying bills and paying groceries, and Trump does not seem to give a fuck at all about it. And he's just going to do more tariffs and just cause more economic pain. It's just getting the salary, getting the fucking rise of these stupid DSA people. Just pisses me off. Because they should fucking win they should be winning the midterms if Trump just took of his campaign promises, by fixing the economy, fixing immigration, fixing healthcare, getting us out of these fucking wars, but he chose not to. So it's crazy. It's crazy, man. It's fucking crazy. Someone needs to show this to Trump. To do. And you better not say it's fucking fake news. This is real fucking shit, dude. You know this one. It's not that long to read. Wait a second. Look on. God, it's just so good. Oh, in this chat, they're so good. Social markers are heading right now on dominate talks by Jackson Hole. That's tomorrow. Jackson Hole is the short for the annual gathering of central bankers in Wyoming. So this is Wyoming. I'm surprised it would be like in New York or something like that. That are instantly making big time economic news. To set the scene here, for the basic you need to know about the event and what makes it worthy for so much attention. The Federal Reserve Bank of Kansas City has held annual economic symposium in a large and grand tenant national park since 1982. It's gathering central bankers from around the world, academics, other influential economic figures, policymakers, and journalists. The meet up is a thing consists of series of papers and important economic ideas relating to The year's topics this year is the financial information implications for payments and policy. Fed Chairman Kevin Walsh will speak first thing Friday morning, 8 a.m. local time, 10 a.m. Eastern time, in a much anticipated speech for his first year as leader of the central bank. Because of tradition, the fact that the entire Fed corpse is assembled, editors and TV producers are in a hair trigger to blast out news. It has been the scene of many important inflection points on recent economic history. His words will attract outside scrutiny. Traditionally, the Fed chair uses Jackson Hole's speech to deliver particularly important long-range message. If I could, Nine Mounts Air, Jackson Blumley, I like to also frame the big questions Walsh said at press conference in late July. This is Tennessee, especially with the proliferation of meetings and press conferences to get caught up in the male optic. Did you do this quarter or do that? Sorry. See. All right, it's not really like an important one. Sorry, Chaz. It's not really if I was confident talking about like interest rates. Sorry about that, guys. It's not really as important. Well, I'll probably read that off stream to myself. It's probably something you guys are not that interested in. Trying to say this is just like more. All right, we kind of like looked at that. Okay. All right. Just some okay articles, not really great ones. Fox News had better articles today than yesterday. Go look at Fox News videos and see what's been fucking going on around the world, around what's going on here. So we'll go do that. Then after that, we'll look at reacts, after that. So we'll do all that later on in the stream. We'll still into all the important stuff of what's been happening like today. Hope there's better videos. There wasn't really good videos yesterday. That's why I go look at CNN last 2 days. CNN has actually had better videos and more important issues than what Fox News has been doing. What's this? This is about Nepal. We'll look at this one first.
Let's bring in Dr.
See what's happening there. Go look at it. It's pretty important.
Early warnings and disaster risk at the University of Readings in the UK. He joins us now. Doctor, I guess the question is, we have so much advanced technology with satellite imaging. Was there something that could have detected this, or is this more like, an avalanche where you're minutes away to detect this?
It really is.
Good morning, everyone. Well, the defining factor here was definitely speed. And in terms of detection and forecasting, we need to make sure that the information sort of flows faster than the water. These things can be very difficult to predict, but there are always indicators that's really useful. And in times like these, it's really minutes that count more than hours.
So when you talk about things that could be done, so you're saying that it would be possible to have given a warning that this could be coming?
First, it wasn't like an alert system for this.
We've been looking at this for quite a while now. So
it's kind of like what happened last year.
Climate change,
like
part
of Texas,
the environment is very impacted in terms of glacial melt and sort of the change in the vulnerability of an event like this happening. Then let's also remind the viewers that just last year, in the same sort of border crossing spot, there was a flood. So this is an area that is prone to disaster. That doesn't mean that it has to happen happen necessarily. So there's always information that needs to be exchanged. Difficulty here probably also being the exchange of information, as this happened across two different countries with two different sort of interests, and that will need to be investigated.
You know, Doctor, this reminds everyone here in America, I'm not sure if you're familiar with it, but there was a big flood in Texas, and we saw an entire camp of these little girls that were elementary school age, and they were all killed. They were washed away. It shows you the power of water and what it can do. And when we watch these images, you're seeing people run for their lives, and they're just swallowed up. And it's hard to watch because you know you're watching people that are taking their last breath. It's just excruciating. But how often do we build communities like this where you're downstream of something that could happen like this?
I mean, historically, humans have sort of always settled close to rivers, and there has always been risk. But you're right in saying it's completely devastating. I remember the Guadalupe River flood with Camp Mystic, I believe.
Jesus, imagine you just walking, you kids. Oh my God, that's like somehow
this was horrible, but then you also need to take into account the vulnerabilities. I think it's a little bit different this time. For the Guadalupe River, there was actually warning, but sort of the information exchange was lacking. And also the underestimation of the risk, really, and also the time of day where this happened. It happened in the middle of the night, and it was raining the whole time. Now in the videos that we see here, you don't see a drop of rain in these videos, so you have to imagine if you're the person walking there, or you're at a choke point, or like a border crossing, everything sort of slows down anyway, right? And you don't really see it coming. And once you see that huge sort of wave of debris coming, there's really not much people can do. And that's why it's especially heart-wrenching to see these videos.
You know, Doctor, as I'm listening to you talk about this region and this area,
but he should get a lot
that you're saying
they
that
get
they're not out of the woods yet.
Over
Do you
there.
think this could possibly happen again, or at a smaller scale?
And all that, like China.
I mean, this will happen again. We cannot exactly say where and when, but the risk is very real. And it will also happen again that information sharing across two different nations will be really important. And that international cooperation is really key here, and also investing into this sort of monitoring device to be able to forecast this and share the information while it's still used to the people that need to hear it.
Yeah, Dr.
So just when you just said you think there's a lack of cooperation between China and Nepal, and there could be better information sharing. That's what's happened in the past.
I wouldn't go as far as saying that there's a lack of information sharing between China and Nepal. This is something that happens realistically everywhere where a border sort of splits communities in two. This is also true for example, initiatives to mitigate this sort of risk in the long term. So if we think of fossil fuel emissions, the pledges that countries take to sort of reduce them don't have really that much power if not everybody sort of goes through. So this doesn't really stop at borders, and that's a general systemic problem, really.
I was watching some video of someone being rescued by a helicopter, and apparently helicopters have rescued at least 100 people because they can't. Emergency crews are having a hard time getting through because there are no roads and there are no bridges. They were destroyed. What happens next with the rescue efforts? Because there are 1,300 missing, 47 from our country.
I think now it's really rescue operation at this point, still trying to find survivors. I mean, this sort of debris flowed really deep into Nepal. So it's not just that border crossing that's impacted, but also all the communities downstream. It will be extremely difficult to find survivors, and also to find unfortunately, all the fatalities, the bodies, to recover them will be a longer effort. And then, of course, after that, and in the same time, scientists and authorities will sort of see what information was available, what was being shared, what was lacking, and sort of how to make sure this doesn't happen again in the same magnitude. But as of now, I think it's mainly rescue and operations, and after that it will be also building back the communities, and a lot of international aid will be expected to arrive in these areas.
And we have already said we're going to be there. Secretary said Marco Rubio is waiting. Thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Bro, dude. It's absolutely tragic what's happening there. It's very sad. Hopefully the people there are okay. Hopefully a lot of them there that were active, hopefully they're alive or they're not dead. You know, the ones that were like drowned, hopefully they survive. That's highly likely not the case. It's really crazy that they don't have like an alarm system to like notify. That's the issue with the floods happening in Texas. You know, like last year that there wasn't an alarm system weren't working. That's the reason why the floods were so bad. So yeah, it's very tragic. Very tragic what happened there. So there was actually a long video about it. It's not bad. I'm not gonna watch another video about it. So we'll watch like 2 more Fox News videos, then we go like do the reaction to that. Okay, this is about the Clancy trial. This is fucking insane.
You have been listening to the closing arguments in the Lindsay Clancy case, the case that has taken the nation by storm. The closing arguments have concluded. These are the final instructions to the jury before 12 main jurors break away to decide the verdict in this case. You've been listening to the defense make one argument, Kevin Reddington and Jennifer Sprague of the prosecution make another. Mr. Reddington saying that Lindsay was a good mother affected by postpartum psychosis, whereas the prosecution says these actions were deliberate, methodical before, during, and after, laying out the evidence. Those are the 2 arguments in summation. We will soon get to Josh Ritter, who is outside the courthouse, Donna Rotuno, and Jonathan Turley. But first, this is Outnumbered. I'm Kayleigh McEnany. Joining me today, Laura Trump, host of My View with Laura Trump. Cheryl Casoni, Fox Business anchor and host of American Dream Home on Fox Business. Kennedy, host of Kennedy Saves the World, and David Webb, Fox News contributor and host of the David Webb Show on Sirius XM Patriot. So we'll begin with our experts, our attorneys outside the courthouse. Josh Ritter is there. Josh, we heard from the prosecution laying out that before, during, and after, Lindsay had rational decision-making, a very different theory of the case than the defense. We know that this is a very high burden of proof. Jonathan Turley said earlier it's the best place to be a criminal defendant is in the state of Massachusetts, particularly when you're considering this charge. Do you think the prosecution made their case in the facts matching the law?
I got to say, I think the prosecution's closing arguments were very effective, surprisingly so. I did not think that they would be able to make as convincing an argument as they did. And the reason why is they addressed the 2 weaknesses I think that the prosecution had in their case. The first was this idea that they had dismissed Clancy's medical illness full out. In their opening statements, they'd almost made it sound like they didn't believe a word of her having any kind of postpartum depression, postpartum psychosis. They actually embraced that to some extent. They were sympathetic to her. They understood what she was going through and that sickness that she was dealing with. But their point was, in spite of all of that, in spite of her intrusive thoughts, in spite of her psychosis, she still had the ability to distinguish between right and wrong. And I think they nailed that issue. The other thing that they got into was motive was a big question for the prosecution. They had, I think they struggled with that. Well, they actually provided one in their closing arguments. They said, this was a quote, they said she was depressed, she was exhausted, she was done. Now, that might not be all that convincing to everyone, but at least it provides something for jurors to hang their hats on as to why this mother with no criminal history would out of nowhere appear to be a loving mother for all of her life and then do this nightmarish, horrific thing. I really feel that the prosecution, if this was coming down to the wire and convincing jurors in these closing statements, I really feel that they did their job.
Donna, to the first point that Josh made, there was an acknowledgement. The prosecution began by saying all women do deserve health care. They went on to say this doesn't mean she wasn't struggling. She, Lindsay, did have depression. That was an acknowledgement from the prosecution and a shift from the beginning of the case. Your thoughts on if the prosecution made their case?
Thank you, Kayleigh. I absolutely believe they did. And I really am surprised watching this today because I was expecting the defense to come out in a much stronger way and lay out a more compelling case here in closing, given the testimony that we have heard in this trial. And I do
think
She's
they missed
still
the
in
mark.
jail.
And the
When
state
did
did a
this shit
very good
happen?
job. The Commonwealth of Massachusetts did an excellent job laying out their theory of the case. And whatever you think about this or whatever side you think it should come down on, they did their job today. She came in with a much more
This was
conciliatory
3 years
tone.
ago.
She was
What the
very
fuck?
measured and calm today. She did
I
not
didn't know
come
this shit
across
was
as
3
somebody who
years
did
ago.
not have sympathy for Lindsay Clancy.
This
I think Josh
the
is right.
24th of
She
20
did
January
embrace some of the
2023.
issues that they seem to have just sort of discount before. So I'm very surprised actually about the way I feel today, because I thought I would feel differently when this was done. I'm curious to see how much weight the jury will give these closing arguments versus the other bits of evidence and pieces of evidence that they listened to over the course of several weeks. But they did their job.
Donna, you noted the prosecution laying out the timeline of the case. We want to play that for our viewers in case you missed that. There was this moment.
Last year or something like that. I had no idea. It was 3 years ago.
You start to see the planning at about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And this is on her phone. You can see her search for Miralax, kids Miralax at 4:02. And then a little while later at 4:13, you see her search for takeout from 3V. And then immediately after, she does the Apple Map search to see how long it takes to get to 3V. What she needed to know was how long specifically on that night it would take to get there. Because she knew she would have a limited amount of time to do what she wanted to do. And what she had decided to do is to kill the children and then kill herself. So she needed to know, not generally, but exactly how much time will I have. And then obviously sees that that's not enough time. So then she searches CVS. And not only did she search CVS, she calls them and asks them if they have kids in Miralax, and they say no, but they have Pedialax and one other medication. And then she asks, is it in stock? Because she needs to know not only what they have, but is it in stock? Because she's adding to this errand that she's sending Patrick out on. And she has to make sure she's not interrupted. She doesn't want that call at 5:33. She wants him to go to CVS and have the medication there and get it and then go on to 3V so she has time to do what she needs to do. So that's why she's calling to see what they have and make sure it's in stock. It's a level of planning there and thinking and decision making that Dr. Satkoff referenced.
Jesus.
Every year, millions of beavers are neglected, left without good hardwood. But you can help those beavers.
Jesus.
Defense arguing back that it was a moment of psychosis in an episode that happened during that discrete timeline. Cheryl, I know you have a question for Jonathan Turley.
Yeah, Jonathan, in that soundbite we heard, they were so focused on the planning, the prosecution was. At the same time, looking at the actions before the killing. Having said that, though, isn't it true, and is there other cases, is there precedent elsewhere on the law books that show that a psychotic person can still plan something methodically and still carry something out and still be diagnosed with psychosis in this case?
You most certainly can, and some of the defense experts really sort of drew that out for the jury. This was, I'll join my colleagues in saying that I was astonished by these closing arguments. I felt the defense lost ground today in a way that I would never have imagined. They had created a very coherent narrative in the trial and just completely trashed it with this rambling closing argument. The prosecution, conversely, really cleaned up their act. I mean, they brought their case together. I tell my students all the time that these trials, attorneys tell two different stories, and you got to protect the spine of that story for that jury. The prosecutors finally got around to completing that story and said she wanted to kill herself, and she decided that the children had to go first. And she was struggling with depression, but she shows that she had these cognitive, controllable thoughts in all the actions that she took. It was a very good closing argument, and it was the one thing they needed most certainly. There was also mistakes by the defense, turning his back on the jury. He used these coins to make his point about his arguments. Well, the prosecutor really turned it on him, used his own props and removed the coins. one by after another, saying, well, there goes this point. Those are just tactical mistakes, but the prosecutor had a very good day on their last day.
So noting for our viewers, you are still watching a live feed from the courtroom. The factual arguments are done. These are jury instructions, and the slip that the judge is holding, that is a verdict slip that the jury will look at as they enter their deliberations.
You, because you and your two fellow attorney panelists have expressed some concern with how the defense presented their closing argument.
Talking about this.
How much impact do
Well, they're
these
fucking
arguments
talking about
have
cultural
on a
bullshit
jury?
issues.
Do they have
Fucking
what they
unreal,
need? Because I mean,
right?
this has been.
I'll
I
talk
can
about
only
this at
imagine the
all.
thoughts and conversations
Yes.
they're going to have, considering the
Sort of
thoughts and
fucking
conversations
media in
we
a
are having
nutshell,
as
boys.
mothers. And culturally, this trial has eclipsed so much. So how important are those closing statements, considering that the defense kind of fumbled?
Well, I think you're right. They did fumble. And when I look at this, I think about, okay, the jurors are going to go back, and they've been listening to this evidence for weeks, and they have been making their judgment calls as they go. And even though the judge tells you you're not supposed to draw any conclusions until you've heard all of the evidence, I mean, you hear all of us talking about it every day. You know those jurors are going home thinking about things the way that we are. So some, I'm sure, have made up their mind to a degree when all of the evidence was completed, and they sat there today with whatever slant that they felt that this case was going. So do the arguments help change that view? I think in some cases, my answer would be not really, but I think in a case like this, and we've been saying this for weeks now, the evidence in this case for both sides can be argued in the opposite way for both sides. So pieces of evidence that are positive for the prosecutor, the defense could turn around and argue that it's possible and very positive for them. So this is a very different type of a circumstance. So I do think that the closing arguments in a case like this matter more than they do in some of the other cases that we talk about, because there really is so much involved here. And what I think the defense did was the defense did not capitalize on the arguments that were best for them. He needed to go after the burden of proof in a much stronger way. He did not do that. And then he needed to highlight what the state could not do with that burden of proof. And this just did not feel well planned. It did not feel like he had a path to take the jury to not guilty. It just was a rambling closing argument with a good command of the facts, but he did not present them in a way to explain to the jury why his facts and the facts that are better for him mean that they should find her not guilty by reason of insanity.
Josh, this is Laura Trump. Just want to ask you, I think it was really surprising to a lot of people to find out this jury was not sequestered. This was a very high-profile case, a lot of attention given to this. I think a lot of people expected in these situations the jury would be sequestered. We did hear the judge there as he was giving instruction to these jurors, telling them some things they could do and couldn't do with their phones. What happens now, though, to a non-sequestered jury? What are they able to do? What aren't they able to do as they're deliberating now in this case?
They just do interviews.
Vector 3D dogs can happily enjoy playtime. Vector 3D, a monthly topical that fights biting pests. Protection for the way your dog lives.
We have to put a lot of faith in them, that they're just going to listen to the judge's instructions. I don't know about you, but anytime I open up my phone within the last week and open any kind of social media app, I'm just inundated with coverage on the Lindsay Clancy case, with everyone weighing in on their opinions on how they think this thing is going. The jurors are living in that same universe. And so how they're going to just avoid their phones and avoid any message is beyond me, but the judge has asked them to do that. Here's the other thing, though. They know the kind of attention this case is getting. They've seen the camp of cameras set up outside of the courtroom that I'm looking at right now. They have seen the line of people waiting to get in. That's a crowded courtroom. They know that all eyes are on this. You have to imagine that's playing some role in their head. It's just we can do our best to instruct them to ignore all that outside noise, try to pay attention to the facts and apply it to the law as best that they can.
Josh, and you're outside the courtroom. As you were speaking, we were watching some live images. The judge was actually swearing in the jury. There was a brief sidebar that took place as well. So any moment now, these jury deliberations are going to officially begin. David, I know you have a question.
Yeah, thank you. Jonathan, my question is for you. It's David. On the issue of motive versus mens rea and the strategy in making the argument, a little bit to what Cheryl asked earlier to add to that, what would have been a better strategy, you think? You the motive, the opportunity, the means, the actions, the timeline as laid out by the prosecution, or you defend against mens rea?
Well, I think that the defense did a very good job during trial. That's why some of us are sort of surprised with this rambling closing. There was greater clarity and coherence in the trial. In some ways, and it's a very odd thing to say, but the horrific aspect of the crime works into the advantage of the defense because it's an unthinkable act. It's against nature. And that jury wants to understand this narrative. They want to understand the answer. They want to understand why a mother would do something like this. Most people look at this and say, look, you have to be truly in the holds of something horrible to commit such an act, to kill 3 of your children. But the case also, in terms of mens rea that you raised, David, we have this last minute change where the court is going to allow the jury to consider manslaughter. And this was at the request of the defense. It's a smart move because it lays out the possibility of a compromise verdict. And so it gives you a safety net. If they don't agree that your client was not in control of her thoughts and actions, then they could always go for that lesser crime. The problem is that if she was in control of her thoughts and actions, it's pretty hard to imagine this could be manslaughter. She strangled her 3 children. I mean, this wasn't like a hit and run accident.
No.
If she was sane,
this is not
she is a
manslaughter.
murderer.
This is complete
So
fucking
it's an
murder.
odd option for the jury. But the danger is that if they don't agree, if they decide that she was sane, that sentence might drive the verdict, that they may view manslaughter as a compromise to try to get her less jail time.
Be sure to.
It's fucking crazy how psychotic this person is, dude. Bro, this is crazy that she took her kids to a doctor's appointment, right? She's, ordering food, building snowmen, with her kids. Then, like an hour later, she sends her husband to go run errands. Then she kills her kids. She attempts suicide. She went to cardiac arrest, had multiple blood transfusions. She had a previous trial for this, but pled not guilty for this. It's just really weird. If I was the jury, she would get life in prison. She gets life in prison. If I was the jury, to be honest with you, I would put her in a mental institution. To be honest with you, I think her being in a mental institution would be more safe to put her in jail. She clearly has mental issues. She's clearly got psychosis and she's schizophrenic and she's hearing voices. I think it would be more safe for her to be in a mental institution, in a psych ward mental institution, than being in an actual jail. Because she doesn't need to be around the fucking public if she's hearing voices, in my opinion. But it's just also it's so crazy that these retarded women are defending this. It just blows my fucking mind. How fucking dumb and deranged some of these people are, dude. It's literally how a bunch of these fucking black women were fucking defending Carmelo Anthony when he stabbed Austin Metcalf. There's been around the courthouse 2 months ago when Carmelo Anthony got sentenced to 35 years in jail. We're fucking protests. We're protesting. I'm sorry, got crumb stuck in my throat. So, these people she's honestly crazy. She's being a mental institution. So, yeah, this is my opinion. Jesus fucking Christ, choking on a crumb, and holy fuck. Sorry. Okay. Look at this one. I don't give a fuck about this one. I'll look at about Hassan. Then I'll look at this one. Then we'll go look at some reacts. Okay.
Democratic frustration with Hassan Piker is boiling over. He's the guy they think they can win over young voters with, despite his freight train of baggage, including his controversial comments about Jewish people and America deserving 9/11. In particular, the far-left streamer has become a constant thorn in the side for Abdul El-Sayed and his supporters after he snagged the Michigan Senate nomination. Moderate Democrat Debbie Dingell has clearly had enough, mostly of the reporters asking her about Piker.
I am done. So don't any reporter ask me again about the Hassan Piker. It's not what November is about. Republicans are trying to make it. They're trying to divide us. And we got to stop letting them try to divide us. I don't agree with Hassan Piker on a lot of stuff.
Abdul El-Sayed also says he's had enough by rejecting Piker on the campaign trail, sort of.
Hassan Piker is a streamer in California. You would think, if you turned on any media, that this whole campaign is about a streamer in California. That's not what this campaign has ever been about. This campaign has always been about the ability to afford your groceries in Michigan, the ability to send your kid to good school in Michigan, the ability to see a doctor in Michigan.
But Hassan Piker says that he and El-Sayed are just punking the press.
There are going to be a lot of people who are already questioning Abdul El-Sayed's sincerity on these issues that will then turn around and say, he's moderating his position on Israel, all this stuff. I don't think he is. Okay, I will say this. I am literally the person that is being dangled, and I'm going to tell you once again, he's not moderating on his perspective on Israel or anything like that.
Yeah, and who do you believe in that scenario? Obviously, Tyrus, I have a friend in Florida, a retired CIA operative type of guy,
awesome.
And he mentors young men.
Cool.
And the first thing he does is say, I want you to show me who your best 3 friends are and who you hang out with the most, and I'll tell you where you're going to be in 5 years.
Okay.
That's how I feel.
Harold, Jesse, and
you're going to be fine.
Okay, thank you.
But El-Sayed pretends that he wasn't hanging around with Piker the whole time in order to get this primary, and only now wants to moderate.
No, look, and if it walks like a duck, it's an anti-Semitic duck. That's what it. It makes me like when I was a kid coming up. I remember when David Duke ran for office, right? And anyone who voted for David Duke didn't be like, well, I disagree on a couple of things with him, but his policy on economics, you were a white supremacist or white supremacist with him. These guys are with him because he benefits them. So everything he stands for, you had no problem being in a party with him. You had no problem him going up and getting all that attention. This is who they are. They can't cover it up. That I get why they're nervous because they're afraid that the American people might not have the stomach for what they are. But everything that they've said they are, Piper's telling the truth. He's literally the side chick going, no, he was at my house last night. Nope, he was there. I have the photos. He's just telling his wife that, the American people, so she won't be so mad. But this is who they are. And when he gets in, they've done this over and over again. It's just if the people of Michigan vote for him, they also have to own it. If you vote for him, you're anti-Semitic too. You are, because that's who you support. Just like if David Duke, you voted for David Duke, you got to own everything about him. Just like with Trump, they love to tell everybody when you voted for Trump, everything that he is, you embody. This is who he is. Do the people of Michigan have the stomach for it? I don't think they do.
Sorry, thinking back to your campaign days and also being on Capitol Hill, when you look at all of these Democrats now, like Debbie Dingell, who I can imagine that she's probably frustrated having to answer questions about Piker. But I also feel like all of this attention on Piker takes away from what El-Sayed himself has said. And don't take that from me. Piker just said it himself.
It kind of reminds me, we've now been playing clips of Barack Obama criticizing socialism. So the farther left you get, everyone else appears more moderate. We just referred to Debbie Dingell as a moderate. Says who? I mean, what about about her? What about her voting record is moderate? People appear more moderate when compared to a guy who can't make up his mind whether rape was a good idea on October the 6th in Israel. Everybody is moderate compared to that. So Piker actually, in a weird way, may benefit some of the candidates. He's not on the ballot. He's not running because he's not electable. But people appear a little bit more moderate because they want to disagree with him.
Jessica, apparently there is some polling. It shows El Sayed not doing great, especially in rural parts of Michigan. And one of the reasons that the House Democrats are concerned is that if he does really badly, he could pull some of them out as well.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News.
What's funny is that I think this is back.
I just think they just need to stop like fixing what was on, even even though I think Saw is a fucking piece of shit. You know, he's a fucking terror supporter. You know, like who hates the West, who like wants America to fail. I just think you're just wasting time to constantly keep talking about. You realize they're just giving Hassan more ammo. He could talk on his stream, you know, more, you know, about, oh, the media hates me, the fucking Democrats, politicians, government hate me. This is what he wants. It just gives him more fucking ammo. It just get make him out to be a fucking martyr. You know, it just appeals to his narcissism. It's just they're just, in my opinion, they're just wasting their fucking time, in my opinion, like talking about him, dude. It's just like, you know, they're just like they just need to like attack like El-Sayed's policies and the DSA King's policies, not about them constantly, you know, fix about Hassan, in my opinion. That's just like my opinion. So give me a second. I'm just doing something real quick. Then we'll go look at, you know, like reacts and all that stuff.
They said it was because, well, it's because it was during a war and we didn't want to have people showing footage from the war. So then people asked, well, can you make an account from Ukraine? And of course, yes, you can. Man, that's crazy. It got so bad. Hassan's terrorist support has gotten so bad that Twitch actually had to change their terms of service.
Sorry about that, boys. Yeah. If I was the media, I would just stop talking about this side. Like, you never see the media, like, you know, MSNBC or CNN or any other like left, the left like networks. They never talk about Nick Fuentes. They don't talk about like Candace Owens, because everybody knows that like Nick Fuentes and Candace are fucking neo-Nazis and they're, you know, like anti-Semitic. Like you never hear them talk about them. It's just like a waste of fucking time, man. Like same with David Duke. No one talks about David fucking Duke. See, everybody knows that David Duke is a fucking anti-Semitic fucking neo-Nazi. It's just a waste of time. It's just like they can still talk about the DSA candidates. You know, they can still talk about El Sayed and, you know, it's like some of the other people that are like it's DSA people. They should need to attack their policies and like, you know, attack how bad they feel. Like they think that capitalism is terrible. How they want to get rid of the means of production. How they hate private property and how like anti-Semitic they are. And they could talk about that, but just like fucking stop talking about this side. You know, like it gives me free content for my stream. So, but if I was in media, I would just stop talking about it. You're just feeding to this son's narcissism, in my opinion. So that's just like my opinion, like on that. So anyway, that was good. We can go look at some reacts now. We technically did reacts earlier, actually, when we, you know, like reacted to the GTA stuff, and that was awesome. I'm so glad I actually reacted to it, you know, earlier. I loved it. It was awesome. It was awesome to look at. So it was like my experience actually reacting to the GTA stuff was like reacting to a movie trailer. It was just so cool. Like the graphics were amazing. We're not gonna react to it again because we reacted earlier on stream. It's just besides we were reacting like Tips Goofy and Asper's Goofy to the GTA, but it really was just like reacting to like a movie, in my opinion. Wait, there's no way Hassan actually. Wait, fucking even. Bro, even fucking Hassan reacted to Jesus Christ. Wow. That's fucking crazy.
I think he supports it.
And wait, Destiny react?
Videos of Mehdi Hassan talking about fear and everything else. Yeah, I think he does. I think it's actually just as simple as
fuck. Might have to see what Destiny thinks.
Alright.
React within a React. So I don't need my Netflix account.
Grand Theft Auto 6 preview. Y'all ready?
Oh, he actually asked me. I was doing that today.
I guess they know we're coming.
Alright, that's the block right here. Be cool. Don't,
What?
Nothing.
Really, black people and rap.
Yo, what's up?
And they're gonna start fighting seriously?
No. Y'all know Booby? Booby, huh? Yeah. We'll pick something up for you.
Shoot it down, bro. This is fucking crazy.
Just real quick.
God, this was insane.
We're good, right? Everything is good. Like audio is good, video is good, everything's good. Yes.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Bro, this was fucking insane. It was just like just watching a movie.
Appreciate it.
Trailer. It was awesome, man.
All right.
The graphics were
I think I saw this
awesome.
in a TikTok.
The soundtrack was good. The gunplay was good. The characters looked good. Everything looked good. Definitely can't wait to play it.
Uh-huh. This must be isn't it in Miami?
Even though we
That's my apartment actually.
Why are you standing in front of the elevator?
I just want to see other stream and other people.
Y'all need some? Raymond? Nah.
To it. Like,
What you want? Booby sent us. We'll pick up.
Booby?
God damn it. I don't
Alright.
guess.
Yo.
But I just
going up.
thought it'd be kind of funny to see, I guess.
I mean, is he able to even get on that?
Every fucking person reacted to it. It was a long time. Maybe tomorrow
Yeah,
we get more reacts.
I thought they had a limit.
Of people reacting to GTA 6. Maybe we do that tomorrow.
This is a big one. This is a big elevator.
Said you was here for a pickup or drop off.
Pickup.
I didn't say Muslims support terrorists because they're Muslims. I said many Muslims support terrorists because
Straight up, first door on the right.
and he has used rhetoric and language that has people
How you doing,
Oh my God, you know who that is? Oh, he's even got the spike collar on, almost like Fish did.
Damn. I'm not gonna pause it. I'm just gonna play through it.
Okay.
Looks like it.
Kodak.
Yeah, I think it's absolutely ridiculous.
What you want? Yo, bring around.
Yeah, we're here to pick up for Booby.
Alright, hold up.
Yeah, you can suck dogs in this game, dude. It's something like
I
this.
think Miami isn't like this for real. I wouldn't be surprised if it was.
Dude, the dude
Damn.
just mapping crack.
What are they making?
Who's here to collect, man?
Mapping crack.
My hand can collect.
What they make? They're baking cakes, right?
Yeah, they're making mapping crack, man.
We could go back empty-handed.
My pocket's off the grid right now, you feel me? Until I figure out what the fuck he at and what the fuck going on. We in a holding pattern right here. So Booby knows all this, right? Yeah, he fucking knows. Problem is, he only worried about himself.
Booby's always been like that. We know him down here.
Yeah, this is when the cops raided it. We obviously watched
Let me tell you
earlier. So
At this point, I really don't give a fuck.
Wait, they're using
Pack
smartphones?
that shit up. Yo,
I don't know about that.
Put on speakerphone.
Raymond!
Yo, messed up.
Raymond!
Where the fuck you at?
Damn, really?
There's a situation happening.
They're the ones, they're the Walmart ones?
They said they're paying you a visit, so just let them take whatever they want, okay?
God damn.
What are you talking about? You know I got a nigga outside your mama house.
I'm assuming he's referencing this because he's saying that drug dealers use burner phones. That's what he means, not just being racist.
Right?
Listen very closely, cabrón. Raymond.
Uh-oh.
Hey, yo, Ray, it's 12. They tools up and everything.
Uh-oh. Shit.
Come on.
We dropped 2 moves on Japan. We're allied now.
Can you make the screen bigger? Yeah, I'm about to.
Don't fucking move.
Here's what it is, my friend.
Straight up.
I know.
They start killing everybody.
3% of Americans.
Right.
Okay,
Okay, this gameplay. Get the bag.
You gotta get out of this.
Damn. God damn. I'm the juggernaut,
Jesus. Like, it's very easy to say that certain actions are good and certain actions are bad.
Damn!
Like, you know,
Oh, I got like Far Cry. Whoa!
Just again, whenever you're a terrorist and you're going around doing that, there's not a lot of, there's not a lot of people.
Which I find very strange. I feel like a version of nationalism that you expect from
Wow.
I know when I say this, you said I'm sure. Yes, there's a lot of right wing. Yes, there's a lot of
Stop resisting.
Can
I be the police? Maybe I can RP as that police officer I was telling y'all about.
People were saying like sick reference. Bro, you really asked me to just fucking jokes around, right? Everyone just jokes.
She's not random. She lives there, bro.
Bro, he's just joking. Come on, dude. Just fucking around.
Europeans wouldn't understand this, but we have AC units on Windows. Damn.
Yeah.
Would understand that though, because window AC is the only AC they have.
Yeah, I was in the UK. There wasn't any fucking AC.
Damn.
Like,
what a fucking intro. That is crazy.
Like, with the windows and the Airbnb, I was saying in the UK. Just to keep it cool. It wasn't even that bad. It wasn't even hot. It definitely reminded me of like
beautiful.
Hey, Jay.
I was in a live with the
What do you think?
show.
I can't buy my own clothes, you know.
Sure you can. But would they look that good?
Damn.
Yeah, okay. No, Brian wants us there for cocktail.
Interracial relationships, really? White guy and a Latina woman, what are the chances?
You know what you're gonna wear yet?
Relax, Jay.
I'm wearing a fucking seafood dress.
There's no way a dude would ever ask a girl what she's gonna wear. That's what women ask each other.
Sequins?
Okay, the other one. You know what you're wearing right now?
No.
It's pretty good, so want to head out?
Now, Asmodel was half right, okay? But unfortunately, if you actually give a fuck about your relationships, which is hella cringe, you have to ask them what they're gonna wear because you're heading off a future fight. Because if
why is this
your
guy
dress way too down
girlfriend now?
and their dress way too out, you're gonna have a fucking
all
fight.
of
So you have to
these,
ask what they're gonna wear
like,
so that you know what you're
judges
supposed to wear.
with,
Right? You're
like,
trying to head off
Tyson.
future conflict, you know?
I don't want to be late.
Oh, nobody,
Yeah,
nobody
all right.
cares what
Just give me a few seconds.
Okay, now it's getting more realistic.
I'm not sure. Oh, does Destiny actually know that Asmod's got a girlfriend now? They probably know. He probably knows.
Is this going to be like, this is like a 30-minute quest, by the way. You've got to be there in 5 minutes.
So.
Does life feel hopeless?
Yeah.
You're constantly searching for a way out.
This is also not true. There's a common meme. The only time a woman will waste a lot of time is if she thinks you're waiting for her. If you want to get a woman to get ready fucking instantly, you gotta go someplace, sit down at the computer, boot up Factorio, and for some reason they're always instantaneously ready to fuck with her. What sex is that?
Victoria.
Those days are over, thanks to Angstapan.
Ah, the great outdoors.
That's
Nature's
funny.
playground. A carnival of infinite possibilities. Overflowing with creatures great and small. Magnificent, proud.
See, they do have feminists in this game.
Oh my
God.
Topped off with our world famous spas.
Arby's should make those. They should.
Damn. Worth the wait.
They should.
Damn. Worth the wait.
It's just some shoes. We don't know what kind of purse she has.
Just said 20 minutes later.
Bro, do they know that fucking ass? They probably actually know. It was all over the internet.
Here we go.
So.
Okay. Your wound's up a little tight. What's up?
Nothing. Just don't like being late.
We're not that
I
late.
kind of wonder if you kind of judge just like what ties he wears.
I get
To be
it.
honest, I have no idea.
That's some deep fucking shit.
You can't drive a convertible while the top is on. Well, maybe actually, unless maybe the newer ones are different. But usually, if you do that, it'll go flying off and your shit will get fucked.
I get that too.
Yeah.
Who is this guy? You know,
Unless it's the ones that like roll back or whatever.
like Brian will tell me.
I know as much as you. Cal might have said he was like former Dominican intelligence or something.
4 out of 10.
This is how people do drive sometimes in Florida.
I didn't know all this. Relationships are about communication, Jay.
Sure. I'm sorry.
They're either 95 years old or like 15 years old. Oh shit. Look. Wait, they put John Zerka in it? Remember that? That's wild.
You seen this?
Sometimes it's more comfortable. I have to use a gun.
Speak charming, okay? And don't worry about Brian. Dude's retired. I mean, look at Lori's Snapmatic. Looks like they're loving it. There they are. Spot.
Damn, where the hose at? They're everywhere. Wow.
Oh, my God, as I live and breathe, look at the two of you.
Hey, Lord,
man.
Good to see you, Brian.
Oh, come here, give us a hug. I told Brian I thought you two were both dead. Sure. Now what have you gotten yourselves into? I want to know everything. I don't know what to say.
Look, I was just sightseeing with my girl.
The two is very easy.
Hold on.
Damn, they're just straight killing people. That's great.
Brian was quite good back in the day. What's up?
The job, it has to be done tonight.
Tonight.
He wants it.
Why isn't this one as good as Crisis, though?
You're gonna start down.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Well, if it shows up.
He only wants one of it.
You know,
I don't mind.
I mean,
If you wanted to.
I'm gonna go. Enjoy your dinner, guys. I'll be back for dessert. Well, I'll walk you out. I need the ladies.
Yeah, let's take him to you. I never get that. Smoke to your brother Lord. Ever tell you about the fairground rolled into my hometown when I was a kid?
I don't think so.
It would be accurate if you just had to listen to him tell the story for like 27 minutes and it turned out to be something that wasn't related to what he originally wanted to talk about. Dang.
So, one night we snuck in a buddy of mine. He got work.
Switch to the bed.
You don't understand. Okay, so
Uh-oh.
He cranked the speed up so fast, we thought we was flying.
He did that a lot. Actually, he didn't. There's no way it really between
It was getting harder to hold on, and I said, well, shit, that ain't good. And I fucking shot.
Now Vegas has over and unders.
Jimmy just stayed on. Cracked his head open, and that night.
Wait, is this like a flashback to the LA riots?
You gotta know when to get on, Jason.
Go ahead.
Sit back.
Hey,
this looks nice.
Bro, guy's car.
Wow. Bro, it's
Look at
check.
those lighting effects.
Bro, did he really ask me to just fucking
I've been
joking,
thinking,
dude?
and I don't think we should tell him about, our troubles. Not just yet.
Uh-oh.
That was the whole point of it.
Look, you
No,
can
it's
sell
just
us
real good.
out. Or put a bullet through our heads. I mean, seriously. What?
Damn, they got realistic driving.
That sounded a little different. No? Am I crazy? Did I hear something different here?
Put a bullet through our heads. I mean, seriously. What?
Damn, they got realistic driving.
All right. How do you want to play?
Slow play. Say, hi, nice to meet you. Here's your card. Where's our payment? Please let us know about any further criminal opportunities.
This looks good.
See you there.
I love cloudy days, bro. I hate the sun.
You miss me?
I love
I've been
the sun.
busy. You gonna text this
Fire
guy?
to leave that.
Dude could be a cop for all we know.
I'll leave my
It's not a
house,
car,
so.
all right?
Come on.
Just cautious. It's probably why you survived so long. You can learn something.
Maybe you could.
Uh-oh.
You're the perfect criminal.
Jason, Lucia,
Here.
Yeah.
we gotta go.
Go?
Yeah, go. Like right fucking now. What you think I needed to live for?
Yeah, he's cautious, right?
Hey, bro, get your ass back here. Come on, you're the whole fuckers off. Gotta learn something.
You didn't give him an AR? Oh my god.
I'm gonna punch you in the freeway.
That was
They said it was because,
damn.
it's because it was during a war and we didn't want to have people showing footage from the war. So then
This is going to inspire so many more fucking body cam videos. It's going to be great.
It is free content. You have to fucking admit that. Dude, people are spinning question marks, bro. Aspen watches body cam videos every day. He gives him content. He doesn't fucking remember. He gives him. He just some content for his stream. Everything for.
Why don't we just chill here for a minute?
Like, come
See,
on,
this
bro.
is why we have, that's why we have flock cameras.
What? No.
Look, they don't really.
You think everything always goes as planned, huh? No, mommy, no. There will always be some kind of
it's
issue.
just
A professional at that. Are you a professional, Lucia? Huh?
Of course.
they don't really
I knew the
understand, to be honest.
Wow.
Protest is just playing back to World while watching
Let's go.
the GTA 6 reveal of Asper's Field.
Uh-oh.
Well, if I play, Taskbar Hero 2, it's a fun game too. For Desi, right? Plays also. Desmond does got a fake ass beard. My beard's starting to grow a bit. I shaved it 2 weeks ago. It's starting to grow a bit.
Just shoot him for no reason.
My beard was kind of pretty fake, so it's never as fake as Asper's or Desi. So I get more like the fake on down there.
It's too bad.
Don't leave anything.
Uh-huh.
Aspen's
You're gonna
not
set it on fire.
Aspen doesn't like SWAT cameras. He's anti-SWAT, but he just does this to fucking joke around. He's just joking around.
Copy.
Maybe some warning next time?
What should I tell you? Put in your calendar. Friday morning, bank run. Come on.
We passed the test?
You did fine. You're still alive.
Oh, the turnpike! That was awesome. That's so cool.
Like visually?
Stunning.
What's crazy how visually you look at this game was realistic it died.
Oh, mamita. Yo son los ojos. Take me to the loot, baby. I need to see it.
Does this mean we're in his crew?
Yeah, I think so.
Damn, they got
You
in.
think you can help us?
We don't have any better ideas, do we? Where are we?
Back in Bayside.
We'll take a look around.
The terrorists themselves. They're doing in a way something even worse, which is trying to brainwash the
That's
people
freaking
in the
awesome,
West.
dude.
What if you can shoot an alligator? If you shoot an alligator, you get 3 stars. Make them feel like clap.
I'm trying to like read Destiny's chat too. So I've already seen the trailer, like the gameplay review of GTA 6 because we streamed it. We streamed it over, you know, seeing Destiny's reaction. I'm just kind of trying to get Destiny's
When a
chat
black guy
on.
shows up on screen. Jesus Christ.
What do you mean by that, man?
Man.
I've seen Destiny's.
Are they have racing in it too?
What?
Oh, the ice protest. Remember that?
He was there. The song was there.
Don't throw their way.
This is it right here.
Oh shit! Who the fuck are you?
What the fuck is this?
Oh, the drug jelly! Wait, you stole my friend's car?
Yeah.
Holy shit, Chad!
Has
What
he
do I
never
do?
played GTA?
Oh my
He's
God,
never
that's
played
the streamer like
GTA.
that.
He says he's gonna play GTA 5 before he plays GTA 6. He says he would buy a PS5 Pro to like
That's
to
cool.
play this
Good for
on
him.
the 19th. Yeah, but it's funny. Look at the guy David did with like VR, and it's pretty funny. It's definitely funny.
I gotta say, that was fucking cool.
I agree. It was definitely cool.
That looks really nice. Wait, are we?
It's fucking. Dan's house is probably in this game, yeah.
Is this like North Miami Beach or I don't know?
I think that's Star Island.
No, I don't think this shit is as close to it, right? What's
No, that's
this?
not it.
Yeah,
no.
fuck.
But they're gonna have to a little bit, right?
What if I go and I blow up my apartment in the game and then it blows me up in real life?
Wait, this is an apartment?
Here comes Dan. Oh my god.
It's pretty sense he doesn't have a
God.
house. Oh, that's
What?
you have like nice mansions.
Why you?
Because we talked about Israel for like
Right,
5
nice.
hours today.
What, you can't talk about Israel for a little bit more? Israel,
Oh,
Jews,
God.
Jews,
There's
Jews,
fucking
Jews.
Dan
Nobody wants to
Sullivan,
watch
dude.
Now it sounds like the AI.
Spread Eagle chick on GTA 5. Okay, this whole game is based on Miami Beach, actually. Miami Beach.
Really?
I said Miami Beach, dipshit, not
Dangerous class,
Miami.
man.
Open your fucking ears.
Crazy!
No way!
Oh my god!
The whole thing is in
bruh.
Miami
You were just
Beach.
fucking-
Really? Where are you gonna drive? There's like
Nope.
3 roads.
Okay, let me know when you're gonna fucking listen, dipshit.
Okay, I'm listening now.
The
I'm following
game
you.
is in Miami Beach, but they have side games in Miami.
Wow.
Yeah, that's your building right there, the one to the right.
To the right there?
No, dipshit.
There?
The other right.
There?
I have no idea. I think that's the
There.
It's behind you.
Fucking
No, it's to your
Dan
left.
Sullivan.
Ah, there you are. To your left.
Really nice.
Oh my god.
Bro, Dan Sullivan's a fucking
I don't go this far north, so I don't know what's over here.
I agree. It's
You're
fine.
just looking at your
The only
house, bro.
person in Orlando I've been
Damn.
to is Orlando.
You're not even right. Hold on.
Jelly!
That's cool. Good for him.
Oh, Chan thinks this is in Miami Beach.
I said there was stuff inside Miami. Okay.
Oh, wait, this is the thing.
It does. Yeah, that is
Like,
the
if you go
thing.
right, you go to Miami Beach. I know because on this intersection right here, there was a fucking massive
It
fucking
sucked.
pothole, and I destroyed my car's fucking wheel and it went. Thank God, the special woman in my life, Lauren De Laguna, took my car to get fixed. And I'll always be grateful for her for that.
You know, she's back in the car now.
Is she?
I need your mind. I need to go and see
I got
Where is this supposed to be? Oh, is that supposed to be Miami over there?
That's Miami.
Oh, that makes more sense.
This would have to be.
So this is your house is like behind her,
This
to the
is
right.
north. No, to the left. So this is north
all
Miami
the
Beach, right
living-
to the
I
left,
guess all the
right
living
there.
Florida,
Yeah,
I
like
guess.
South Beach is way the
It's all
fuck.
living Miami.
No, I don't think it's that far away. This is the one to those middle island things. This road is, right? Here. So my apartment building would be like right over here. Yeah, I know. These are my streets.
I don't know any building this fucking tall in Miami Beach, though.
Yeah, I don't know.
Building is this fucking tall.
It's there. It's a tower, radio tower.
They do different.
Let's say that was
North Miami Beach.
fucking cool. That looks very nice.
Yeah, it does. This looks nice.
I want to remind you, coming out of LSU,
Damn.
I was not as high on my
real good at battle rapping, dog.
For a year, I was
Lucia, Jason, come take a seat. I'm waiting on the ETA for
Well,
the
that
flight.
chick is definitely hot.
Tea, coffee, champagne, three more champagne.
That chick is definitely hot, man.
Trust me, slight buzz will only help you.
So Val, I know it's a party, but we are working, right?
The job is Andres de Leon. Protect him, but keep him in line. Gas him up, boost his ego, make him feel good about himself.
Uh-huh.
Babysit.
Hey, there's the size of sore eyes. What's up?
What?
No, I'm just fucking watching this. They're
What's so
talking
funny
about
about
it. Asmund is here. He's like,
Oh, that's an
Like,
Asmund
there.
react. Yeah, that's what he does. Right?
Yeah,
All right, well, I'm
that's
fucking
true.
learning. All right, I'm just. Never mind.
That's what
That
I'm
is true.
I
Aspen
don't know what
does
I'm
say
trying
a lot of stuff. I watch Aspen every time.
It's been forever. How is everything?
Oh, man, it's been nonstop.
Lucia, Jason, please meet
Say
Andres.
Aspen Gold
Sorry, guys,
Experience.
I'm a hugger. Come in here. Get in here.
Good Aspen Experience, Dan.
Beautiful, beautiful. Yes, gorgeous. All right, strong. Good job.
Should we go, gentlemen?
You guys see the
Meet all
driver?
Destiny's ladies.
All right, let's go.
I'm a hugger.
Come here. All right, fuck it. You ready for this party, bro? I don't know, maybe. All right. What do you mean? I'm ready for our party. I don't know about this party. Oh, shit. Okay. Hey, driver, what was your name again?
Wow.
Oh, I go here all the time.
It is.
Yeah, this is the back of Bodega. I guarantee you, by the way.
That what?
I guarantee you the club in Bodega is in this game. There's no fucking shot it's not. Zero chance.
Really?
With the fucking, you know what I'm talking about, right? Like they have the.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like it's
I
gonna
have
be more
never
like
been to
fucking
Miami.
Live and
I have no
what's the other
idea.
one called Star? Oh yeah, that
Absolutely
yeah.
zero fucking
It's
idea.
too Miami to not have that place in the hidden fucking bar
We'll see.
that everyone goes to.
We'll see.
I'm gonna be real. I got so happy when my friends got too old to pull me to clubs anymore. I used to hate going.
How many times is going to the club?
When I was like 21. 21 to 23.
Oh no, I mean go to a club.
Where does he live again? He in like fucking
Austin.
Oh.
He was in
Flight
Texas.
attendants, yes, of course.
After the fact
He lives in my state. I live in well, I live in Angie's.
24th floor executive conference room.
Hey, honey, so a couple of advances.
Talking about what? Oh, true.
Deuce's friends are in town and we're gonna do a deep dive into my creative roadmap. So we up in the conference room doing a
I'll
little
make go
business
to the
and
club one day.
think tank stuff.
Seriously? Right now?
Yeah, baby, you snooze, you lose.
So it's in your scene's pussy. He dated Pete
Can I introduce you to
Sparkles. He's
Andres'
dated
new security
Icy, so he
detail?
could probably get
Jason and
pussy
Lucia.
from.
This is Pedro Navarro, COO of Megamundo.
Oh.
Megamundo.
Yes, please. Let's go.
Think tank? Yeah.
Let him do what he does. Then I want him down here, okay?
You got it. Does the main guy look like Channing Tatum a little bit?
A little bit. Yeah, a little bit.
I'm sure
So let
Ass
me
was with a
guess.
couple of clubs.
Yeah, let me guess what they're
I'm sure
doing.
like S fans took him to like a couple of clubs. Like S fan or like Tectone or
Wait
friends
for
are friends, I guess. I don't know.
There's got to be something, right?
Security guard took my gun.
What does he mean? You're a security guard in a video game. What does he mean? There's got to be something. Does he think it's just going to be nothing happens all night? You just drive him
Good thing
yeah, something's probably gonna happen.
First thing to ever cover before.
Okay.
Hey, Andre.
Oh, hey, it's okay. Hey, buddy. Just listening to the
Okay. Right.
Hey, man.
Classic, yeah.
Just some sparkling water, beers, just a selection shit to drink.
So they just called and asked me to bring it down to the party now. That's a one. There's some big speech happening.
Shit. Yeah, sorry. Hard cash. We're on the ball here. On the cortex is an overdrive.
Steve playing Victoria.
True.
Hell yeah.
True.
It does look like Trey Neck's apartment. It does.
Hello, everyone.
Those windows in the back?
I want to thank you all for coming here tonight to join us in celebrating the opening of Mega Mundo's first corporate headquarters on American soil.
Hell yeah.
But we all did this together as a family.
What? Something's happening!
They have good PPE though. Taylor Lorenz approved.
Can I just say, of all the vibes, of all the whatever punks and old like New York and film noir and everything, I hate the Miami vibe. I hate it here. The contemporary Miami vibe, the purple neon shit and the greenly and the old music, all of it sucks. Yes, I hate everything about the Miami vibe.
I have no idea. I've never been to a club before.
Thank God they got somebody good to play the
I may
game.
go to a club. I'll be turning 21 next year.
I hate
I may go
whenever
to
they
a
have a
club,
demo
I
for a game
can't
that
drink,
person's playing
obviously,
as an
to my
idiot.
IPs. I don't know. I may receive what clubs are like, straight experience, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, it just like makes the game look awful. It's like you guys are watching me or something. Hey! Give me the phone.
Who am I gonna call? I'm not stupid.
Aspen's not bad. It's just Aspen's got his.
Why do you move here? Because my ex-wife wanted to live here.
Who the fuck
Like Aspen's got his little teeth, like fix, and he said this, when he had visits, his face was bigger. He's not getting mad. Oh, nice and speed of any good.
Nice distraction, Jay. A bit dramatic. Okay, I'm on my way.
Oh shit. That's equal rights.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
I don't know, man. Oh, shit.
Why would he say your name? Like he's a fucking idiot, right? So it makes sense.
So they're never acknowledged there's a disproportionate.
He's coked up? Yeah, yeah, the guy fighting this is actually good.
Yeah, kind of sick.
Straight walk up? Yeah, like Tombstone, you know?
Whoa! Bullet time, that was sick!
Don't they have that Red Dead Redemption 2? Choking a bitch out!
Not good.
Right where it's bitch.
It's not like that. Doesn't work with magic. With quarterbacks. I mean, this is the guy.
You think it is? I don't think so.
It could have an auto aim mode. Maybe that makes it more easier.
Might not feel like it. These are your glory days.
Ain't that the truth?
Okay.
You are now. You can't see the revolution that's moving on the horizon.
So whenever you
Enjoy this, dude.
people coming in, doing
Like that is all that there is, all the time.
it makes it in a game. I didn't think he was good against Texas Tech. We know he was terrible.
This shit looks so fucking realistic, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. Bro, I find it like fucking awesome. I cannot wait to play it.
So hyped, dude. Holy shit.
Is Destiny actually gonna play this?
November 19th.
Yeah.
That was better than expected. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was expecting to be a whole bunch of SJWs and shit.
I'm going to be real. I think it was pretty good. Like, I don't want to get banned. So, yeah, I think, like, overall, like, if I go through this and I look at it, like, you know, some of the points of it, like, I go through just, like, let me just pause and look at some of the shit. They even put cellulite on her ass. God damn, that's attention to detail, right, guys? So there it is. I mean, like, I looked at. Let me see. Pee Wee 2 things in 3 minutes. Yeah, should I have something first? Might have something big. I don't think it is. I don't think it's gonna be. So 30 FPS. So, like,
you know that Luke. Hold on. What was the last movie you watched? Did you like it? You like the Odyssey, right?
You're gonna say
yeah, 24 FPS.
I want to see the Odyssey. I still need to see the Odyssey.
It's good enough for
I still
the best
need
directors on the planet Earth, but not good enough for you on your shitty console. Yeah.
I get it.
Okay.
Keep going.
Right. Checking. You know, interesting.
I think it's pretty good. What did you guys think? Because, like, my overall opinion is that it was good. Like, I mean, like, if I saw this trailer and then somebody asked me, "Do you want to play this game?" I would say the answer is yes, right? Like, this is a, like, you know, W ad, right? W ad for sure.
W's in chat.
And Red Dead's better. I don't know. And what is this here? Gunplay looks okay. Yeah, I think it looks all right. It definitely does. The main character is ghetto and ugly.
Trump signed order to rename Lake Ontario to Lake America.
Yeah, that's old. Yeah.
That's old.
But true.
The game isn't good. I mean, we don't know yet, right?
Carney should just sign an executive order renaming it in Canada. And he's go back and forth like that.
Idea.
Change it, Lake
not good, not bad. Can play, but just don't feel like it. Yeah, I mean, I think we're gonna have to wait and see. That's good writing. Game industry's done a showcase. Looks fantastic. Final game doesn't come close to the ad. I think this is what happened here. I think that a lot of you guys really don't want this game to be good.
Oh,
that's what it seems like to me. It seems like, I mean, a lot of people, it seems like they really just don't want the game to be good. Like,
there's definitely a lot of people
dude, what if
want to shit on the
Ontario,
game.
the name is actually like a function or whatever, it calls it another thing, and then when he renames the lake, it also renames the actual province.
Like,
Yeah,
but like, if I pause, like, the you know, all that, like, it definitely is true. So, like, I'm not sure really. Like, I mean, all this kind of stuff, like the detail and everything, it's cool to look at the trailer. These are the kinds of things that don't make you buy a game, but, like, they're cool, right? I mean, it's cool to see, like, what the detail for all this is and, you know, like, the new stuff they have in there, etc. It'll be amazing on PC. Yeah. Like, obviously I'm gonna play this shit on PC for fucking sure.
I am too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play on PC. I'm not
Maker fat.
I'm not buying
I don't know
a
if you can
PS5
make her
for
fat. I
like
don't know if you
almost
can change the way the character looks, right?
$900.
Like, the driving, I think, was good. I mean, like, I feel like the best part of this were the chase scenes. Like, that's, like, the chase scenes, I think, were the coolest and most interesting. Where, like, you have the police running after you and you're, like, shooting their fucking, their tires out and they're crashing and everything.
Cool.
Like, that, by far, I think, was the coolest thing. Besides that, I mean, like, other things were cool, too. I'm not saying that's the only thing that was cool, but, like, that was definitely one of them that I liked a lot. And so it's not coming on PC. Wait, what? So it's only on PS5?
Yeah, I still think it's
Wait,
fucking
what? I thought it
retarded.
comes out on PC same time.
Yeah, I thought so too.
What? Has that been true for any Grand Theft Auto?
Nope.
Uh-oh.
It's like 2 years later, I think.
Uh-oh. It's on PC next year?
Uh-oh.
Oh, bro, what?
Yeah, I think it's fucking dumb, bro. I think it's
Oh, no.
Oh, shit. I didn't even know that.
I didn't even know that either, man.
Now I gotta go. I'm gonna go see if I buy a PS5 Pro. I might go buy one at Best Buy. I'll just go pick one up. It's not a big deal. But yeah, that's just it's
I
annoying.
can't. I'm not
It is what it
rich.
is.
I have to
So
buy.
all hype's gonna be gone. No, it's
Fucking
just annoying. Like I would just prefer not to play with a
Haters
controller.
hating.
And that's it. Better
Haters
do it before
mad.
they all sell out. I get one, bro. Like, I know somebody that knows somebody that'll get one. It's not going to be a big deal. So the story story and everything, like I don't really. There's like it seemed to me like it was just your typical, Pulp Fiction, like not the
do you
movie.
think Sony
but
must have paid to get a fucking exclusive for a year on GTA 6? It's got to be an ungodly amount of money, right?
Someone asked what game does he play? He plays single player games. He was a WoW
or whatever it is, but it's like
for
imagine
years,
like
but he
getting an
plays single
exclusive
player
on fucking
games.
Half-Life 3 or
Who
something.
doesn't play FPS games or games like this?
Wait, I thought they just said it's PS5 or whatever only.
PS5 and Xbox.
It's just on consoles right now.
Yeah.
Why would they do that? Why?
I don't know. I don't know how those deals are structured.
Doesn't make sense.
Just the term, Pulp Fiction level, like low level crime storyline where you probably get roped into things that are like above your pay grade, etc. So yeah, I mean, like I think that's fine. That's okay. It's not a big deal. Bonnie and Clyde, yeah. And you can plug in mouse and keyboard on console. I'm gonna lock that in. Don't worry about it. It's gonna happen. So yeah, it'll be available on Xbox too. I just get a PS5 Pro, bro. I feel like a PS5 Pro is a higher quality device than an Xbox. Like it
I looked at the price. It's $900
right? It's the best one. So, like, and y'all are going to want to see the best version of the game, right? I mean, you're going to want to see the best version. So, like, of course, I'm going to show that. Now,
Okay, I'm getting scared because I feel like I have a thing in my voice and I'm going to get sick, but I don't think I am, okay? I think it's just going to shout a lot. Okay, there are fucking people there in chat saying, it's easier to develop for console than it is for a multiple computer, blah, blah, blah. That would never in a billion trillion years be a reason to cut yourself out of an entire fucking market. Okay, stop.
Characters, like how I feel about the way the characters look, I think the characters look really good.
This is kind of stupid to not release on PC immediately. Because everybody plays on PC now.
Developing for PC is quite a lot more complex because hardware varies much more. I don't even say this. I don't think it doesn't matter that much anymore. That's what I'm saying.
Characters look great. Like I would say it all is totally fine. Like has to be put in context compared to that. Keyboard and mouse doesn't work on in game on PS5 only menus. I figured it all out, bro. Like I'm not going to think about it right now. So yeah, what is this here? I'm not sold on Jason's voice actor. I do think that the criticism I saw it in chat as it was playing. The criticism of like it feels like a bit flat with like this voice actor for Jason. Like I think that's a fair criticism, and I don't think that people are off base or like wrong for saying that. I think that's fair.
That's fair.
But again, like I think that we'll just have to wait and see. And it's wooden. It is. The character, his character feels like it's like kind of. It's almost like he didn't really. It's almost like he wasn't in the like. This is the way it feels like to me, right? Is like it's almost like he wasn't written into the story, and the story was just about her, and then they added him in like 6 months ago. Like that's kind of the way it feels like to me, because like he's not really playing much of a role in it, other than like maybe having a conversation or two, right? Like maybe that's just me. I'm not saying that's what they did. I'm just saying in general, like that's the way it feels. And yeah, I mean the driving in this game was fucking badass. Like overall, it looks good. He's too stoic. Yeah, definitely. And I think that you can have stoic characters, but you also want to have them like a stoic character. I think has to be kind of earned, right? Like with somebody like Master Chief, it's like you start off and he's introduced as like a super soldier, warrior, Mjolnir armor, fucking like the best there is. Like with this guy, he's just like your everyday, level 1 crook, right? Wow. So I'd say that's a little different. And Clive on Final Fantasy 16 was good. Yeah, I'd say that's a pretty good, a pretty good back and forth, right? Definitely. Maybe there's more to him. Yeah, and also like y'all got to keep in mind that like this is all what we're seeing as as just like this is the first this is like 26 minutes of a game that's probably going to be going on for a while. So that's it. Do you think it's worth the wait so far? I mean, I don't really care about worth the wait. Like I don't like the framing of that the way that you say that. Like worth the wait makes it seem like I would want to get a bad game early, which isn't true. So like I just like I'm ready for it whenever it's out, right? like whenever it comes out and whenever it's ready to play, then I'm ready to play it. Like it's just that simple to me, and that's the way I look at anything. So we finally hit the point where graphics of GTA games, yeah, no, it looks really good, man. It did. And give GTA, no, I think honestly now, guys, that like it's coming out so soon, I think we might have to. I mean, like we will play GTA 5 before release. We're gonna play that. Like I'm curious, like what some of these side activities are, right? As like somebody who, you know, like I was born in Florida, my family's in Florida. Like, you know, we got to talk about, you know, like, you know, fucking riding around in knees, having other shit like that going on, right? So I definitely want to see this happen. I do. The strip club, yeah, no doubt, right? And you know, like this bullshit, etc. Right? I mean, this is all good. I like it, and it's so cool, man. Yeah, definitely. And full playthrough GTA 5, no pauses. I mean, no pauses. I don't really know exactly what that means, but yeah, overall, I would. Family was from North Florida. It's a bit of different places and situations, so I can go back and talk about that more. But like in general, like I'm just trying to say that you're literally the reason Sony gets away with this bullshit. Sony sucks, blah blah blah. Called out. Nah, bro. Like if I wasn't a streamer, I would not be making this decision. I would say I just play it when it comes out on PC. Like that's actually what I would do. Like you act like I'm the problem, and like you're not wrong. Like you're not wrong, but like all I'm gonna say to defend myself is that like as a streamer, like this is my job, and so I'm gonna put the best interest of like what is over like, you know, my opinions on like a PC or console thing, right? I mean, obviously, right? I mean, duh. So yeah, I mean, if it wasn't for that, like, you know, you look at Rise of the Ronin or something else, like I never played, like I didn't even play fucking Breath of the Wild. I heard that shit was 30 FPS. I was like, fuck that. I'm gonna wait till it comes out for 60. It's gonna come out eventually, and I got it on on Switch 2 now. So I have no problem waiting for like a long term, but like now I'm in a different situation than I was in 2018 whenever that game came out. And now I feel like people want to watch me. Like I'm one of the main people that people want to see play new games, right? I'm not the only person. I'm not maybe the biggest person, but I'm not trying to put myself out as I am. But you know, like people want to see me try a new game, and I want to be there to play that new game. And so, you know, I think that that's more important to me than like what my opinion is on like consoles and you know, like fucking exclusivity and shit. So that's really the way it is. And you can criticize that if you want. That's fine. But like I just, you know, that's my honest opinion. And so that doesn't, I mean, who gives a fuck, right? That's so the game looks good. The characters look good. That's really about it, right? I mean, like that's all there is to anything else, right? And yeah, can emulate Breath of the Wild PC performance and graphics on proper rig? Yeah, no doubt. And yeah, I mean, I would say this looks good. I mean, the shooting scene and everything. All right.
Great.
Hold on. 40 seconds.
Thing looks great. I mean,
Stop talking to him.
All this is interesting. I just feel like my concern is that this game is going to have such high expectations that I don't know if anybody like. Even if this game is a 10, people expect it to be an 11. But we could have an Elden Ring situation. We could have an Elden Ring situation where the game comes out and it's actually so good that it's better than what people even expect. So I feel like really, I'm ready for anything. And if the game turns out to be, you know, just a solid 8 or 9 game, I think that, you know, again, like I'll still be there to play it. But you know, that's it. Wow. Apparently, North Korea has smartphones. I want.
Interesting to see Tessity's reaction of watching Aspen's reaction that we did, you know, earlier. So yeah, can't wait for GTA 6. I'll be glad when it does, like when it comes out. So I don't know if I'm gonna wait till it comes out on PC or just say fuck it, I'll play on PS5. I don't know yet. I honestly don't know, to be honest with you. So alright, what's been going on in next? Alright, this is basically we saw the video, so GT said whenever some like GTA 6 comes around, you realize you have negative people. Alright, I know. Who's been on this drama slot? Oh, God. What is wrong with him? The song airs on his grievance with XUC, including saying he's irredeemable and he's going to be also for jab at Aiden Ross, Destiny, Asmongold, Tactile. Who the fuck's this? Sean even bragged to this fucking clip.
This is how people should see it. This
is what it is. Oh my God.
Can't forget this. There's workage over and over and over.
Am I even fucking waste my time? Dude, I don't even care. 7, almost 8 minutes, who cares? Actually, he does his face, his hand, and 2K22.
Okay, I mean, seriously? Seriously?
It's funny how you
Same
can't.
one with black. I mean,
It's funny you can't scan your face in
are
Madden.
you kidding me?
still.
I had to go back to the old one. They made me Indian.
Bro. Oh, okay. Jesse mocks the song, giving electoral fines to John Ossoff. See.
More like John Ossoff, your presidential contender list. I mean, look, it's not great, but it's not even because like he's complaining about me or whatever. It's not great because I think it's a dumb thing to do. It's just a dumb thing to do. You're continuing the media cycle for no real reason, and also you're showing that you are. You're showing basically that you stop downplaying it. What do you mean? How can I upplay it? It's an unnecessary. It's a totally unnecessary move to make.
I'm so glad we have new models so that people like Hassan who have huge amounts of experience like winning offices can give really good electoral advice to idiots like John Ossoff who probably has no idea how to actually run for and win an office, especially like in a contested area. That's really good.
A limited amount of time to win these races. And any moment that you associate, even through condemnation, yourself with me, a person that has nothing to do with your race, any moment that you associate yourself with me is just stupid.
Now he doesn't want to be.
I'm old enough to remember that Georgia Denver's shot to you back in 2020. Yeah, I know. It's fine. It's not a big deal.
What is he saying? Hold on. The what?
Any moment that you associate yourself with me is just stupid. I'm old enough to remember that Georgia Denver's shot to you back in 2020. Yeah, I know.
Oh, the Georgia Dems reached out to you back in 2020. Oh my God.
Oh
to
my.
make a Twitch channel? Maybe. I don't even know if they did that. Oh my
I
God.
have no fucking idea. I don't care.
God,
God, what
there
a,
was a new
what a
constant Nazi staff article today about the
narcissist,
self-declared twin
dude.
fascist who worked for him, who of course is Colombian. So anytime not focused on that and focused on this is just political malpractice. I know.
But of course, it's Colombian. They hate everybody from South America or Cuba that comes here and isn't like super ardently fucking socialist because of Colombia.
Sure, yeah, they don't like any Cuban. It's not.
Taylor reminded that this was his opinion of Ossoff.
for the commie
This was what his opinion of Ossoff was before they reached out to play Among Us with him.
Like commie fucking shit.
This is when we were fielding hundreds of campuses every weekend or whatever. Not everyone, but for several weekends in this race, by the way.
That's an easy canvassing for the left. Yeah, dude. The left is John Ossoff. Fuck my dick. I already had one controversial figure on.
That was his opinion of Ossoff before Among Us.
If I was going to have smaller content creators on, I would rather have them be, you know, lefties that with relevant politics, like Canadian lefties, like the Search, for example.
Somebody give me a streamable of this, and I'll tweet it.
What a fucking narcissist. But it's not really surprised. The son's a big time fucking narcissist. You realize you're just giving fucking ammo, for the Democrats to basically just fucking condemn you, right? And also you're just giving ammo to the Republicans also, buddy. So you're not really helping your cause there, dude. I don't know this is. It's so funny that there's like a fucking sandwich. Basically like a basically a copy you know, from Arby's Mice to fried chicken, and they have like the star on there. It's just like funny, dude. Wait, what? Tim Pool versus Destiny drops tomorrow. Oh my god, we're fucking watching this. We are definitely reacting this on fucking stream tomorrow. Oh, hell yes. Hell yes. We're fucking reacting this tomorrow, dude. Fuck yeah.
Every time I go to look up stories of these
Oh, I
people,
cannot wait.
There's nothing at the capitals. Well, I'm a fan of the tariffs. It seems like on the conservative side, it's always immigration at all.
I believe that it is better that 10 guilty persons escape than one innocent person.
Welcome to Face Off, where two people debate four claims. One clock, no interruptions. Today, liberal political commentator Destiny faces off against Tim Pool, political commentator and host of Timcast. The clock starts now.
My first face-off claim is that conservative alternative media thrives off of misinformation and conspiracy.
The first face-off claim is that excess migration is harming the United States.
My next face-off claim is that Trump's general tariff policy is bad.
The next face-off claim is that Trump's pardon of the J6ers was the right move.
No, it was not. Can't wait to see it. Oh, how many times they interrupt each other? Congressman Brad Sherman discovers road to Arizona. Why is anyone platforming a maniac case for raping little girls? And why we just rejoice October 7th with Hamas? Fuck. Sorry. When Hamas falls advice. I agree. Simply not good looked at. You know, for DSA people are campaigning with Hassan, it's just gonna like make them like look bad, and it's good to see more people than governor are condemning Hassan. Hopefully, it'll push for Hassan to get permanently banned on Twitch because Hassan should have been permanently banned on Twitch a long time ago. So yeah.
Effective immediately to Lake America. That's going to take place right now as I sign the order. Do you have anything to say about it?
Yes, sir. Wow, good job lowering gas prices, man. We're changing territory. That's definitely going to lower gas prices. It's definitely going to lower inflation. It's definitely going to fix our health care. It's definitely going to end your war. Oh my god, Trump is such a fucking
most of its volume in the United States, the deepest parts of the lakes, that's United States territory. So
this is American retail.
Thank you.
It's so embarrassing.
Okay.
We're just run by incompetent fucking retards. It's just, I don't know if you can say more, dude. It's just so stupid, man. This is so fucking stupid, by the way.
Thank you very much. And we filed all the necessary papers, documents, everything else. We notified all of the various people that we have to notify. So we've done everything that we have to do. And this is official, effective.
This is stupid.
That's pressure.
Sometimes
you have to be on the same side as an American. I think that Destiny
gets karma on my moment.
Gigi, can you grab the picture? Oh, wait.
What game is this?
I should get to where I am with the shotgun. How many bullets does that thing have?
4.
Oh, you're good. We're good. I got to empty. Hold on, wait.
Holy shit.
All right, slam.
What game is that?
All right, you bastard. You're lucky that shotgun's only got one shot, Peanut. Why don't you rest me, Pete? Peanut, you hot mic. A hot mic? Yeah. Oh, well, that'll blow my cover. That'll blow my cover. That'll do it.
Bro, what game is that? I have no idea what game that is. Okay. Yeah, John Ossoff get them aside. It's good. Hopefully more people do. I never really much on here. Oh yeah, that's what God. That's the people with money and taxes. What is Casey even like? What's Casey even doing while streaming? Like, streaming lights, by the way. Give a sec.
Give us a look. We can recap depending on who we plan. Hey, yeah, sometimes you just like, you know what? Maybe if we give this guy another year up on this belt,
She was playing Water Park Simulator.
we have hands on it every single day.
This is another one. This is also
because
this is really good
some of these guys are just
She wasn't on that long.
Hassan says Abdul Asadi agrees with him, and any disavowal was purely tactical.
we didn't have A1 coaching.
You could kind of like look and see what she was doing.
I think it is true, by the way. Why would you say this?
So
the reason
I let's see what she was doing.
is because he's a narcissist. He cares even more, and I know this is hard to
See what she was doing.
So okay, guys. I actually I disappeared for a couple of days because I actually had to checked. They were not good at all. Okay, they were not good at all. I was freaking out like the last day when
her eyes got very
to do a stream
swollen and
together.
red.
But then,
At Aspen, so.
dude, literally on the same day, I was like, I think I need to go back. I think I need to go back to get a check. Otherwise, I might go blind. So yeah, I got a ticket back immediately the next morning. I came back, went to literally as soon as I got off the flight, I went to the hospital right away, get a check. And they were like, oh, it's yeah, I'm not sure what it is either, but here's a little freaking small ointment that you can put in your eye. Surprisingly, I waited 4 hours, by the way. I waited 4 hours for this little ointment that I can get over the counter.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, it didn't work at all. It did not work at all. Right? They literally, it wasn't even a doctor that checked me. It was some nurse that was literally the same age as me. Like, hello, I can probably prescribe this myself. Yeah, anyway, it got worse at night, and I was like, okay, like at 1 a.m. Do I sound weird, by the way? Why do I feel like I sound really weird?
Yeah, he was on Hassan's stream where he is.
Anyway, yeah, at like 1 in the morning, it was not getting better, and I thought I'd go to the emergency. I literally got dressed, I dressed up, and then I walked out of the house for 2 seconds. Was about to call an Uber to go to the emergency. I was like, it's 1 in the morning. I only got 4 hours of sleep, barely on the plane.
Yeah.
I'm like, I just want to sleep.
I didn't get much sleep flying over.
I don't
the
care
UK.
if I wake up blind.
I didn't sleep. I didn't sleep.
It was a near-death experience. Not gonna lie, it was.
Hasn't
said not gonna lie. I said it just now. I thought I was just gonna die. I'm like, if I'm gonna die today, I'll just die. You know, I'll just fall asleep.
I'll
die
a new
peacefully,
house, man.
right?
Fred needs to buy a new fucking
Anyway,
house.
I didn't end up going to the emergency, and I just slept. Thankfully, it got a little bit better in the morning.
I had the same issue. I had the same issue too. Like when I flew back home, I woke up super early. Last Sunday, I woke up like at 4:30 in the UK to like fly back home because my flight, I had like an 8:45 flight, so I had to get like super early. So I was very bloodshot. So I went to bed a little bit early, which normally I go to bed like 1:30. Went to bed like at midnight. So I got up around like 4 hours. I slept in the car and like going to the airport. But mine was like very bloodshot. It was like really bloodshot. Mine actually got swollen. Mine for like a day it was actually swollen, dude. That pus coming out actually. It was like extremely bloodshot. It was like swollen. You know, when I looked at it, I was like, what the fuck? I kind of thought I like did something wrong with my eyes. Like, what the fuck? Am I getting like pink eye? And I like looked up and it said it could, be like jet lag. I did have really bad jet lag when I came back home. But like I felt like a zombie. The cabin pressure too. Cause I was on the flight for like 9.5 hours. So that's basically what it was. And I went to sleep a little bit earlier. Then basically it's gone now. Well, it's not bloodshot anymore. So I basically kind of did the same thing too. Her eyes are still kind of fucked a little bit too. I don't know if it's hard to really tell.
I still didn't go to the emergency. I went to the doctor today, and I went to my actual eye doctor for my nighttime lens because I wanted to ask if I need to replace it, right? Just in case it's actually an infection. He checked everything. He's like, "Oh, it's not an infection. It's just a really bad allergy response."
I don't know why it looks like that. I love asthma.
God, I'm so glad it was not an infection because I was so scared that it's an eye infection
to the
that
hospital
would change everything. I
US,
had
you
to
would
throw
go
away
see a lot
everything and
quicker
like
than one back
disinfect
in
everything. I was so
Canada.
scared. He's like, "Oh no, it's just allergy." Yeah, I was just like, chill out. He did prescribe me 4 other medication for my eyes and like 2 other things I have to put in my eyes on top of the dry eye, like the 5 medication I'm on for my dry eyes. But honestly, I think from tearing up so much, I healed my dry eye for the past week. Because every day I'm
due
just
to the
tearing up,
humidity.
I'm
It's very hot
crying,
down here.
water coming out of my eye. So I
Yeah,
think
you
it
probably
healed
take
my
too
dry
much
eye,
of
but now I
that
just
shit.
have
Probably
allergy.
irritated it.
But yeah, he put in like 2 drops in my eyes and it immediately got a lot better. I was not supposed to wear contacts or anything for 2 weeks, but honestly, it got so good today. I was just like, okay, I'm gonna stream because I want to play the water park game. Okay, I've been itching to play. I'm watching all the shorts from Queso. I just want to play the water park game. So I'm on today to play the water park game. Deal with it. All right, no contact. I am wearing contacts right now. Also, I have to wear my original like 500-degree contacts, which are so good. Usually, I would stream with like half blind eyes because the nighttime contacts never really heal my eye, but today it's like it's so clear. I'm not used to seeing everything so clear. So yeah, my eyes have evolved. I'm very happy about that. Hopefully it doesn't get bad tomorrow because it usually goes well and then it gets bad again. But while it's good, I'm gonna play water park. I've been so like itching to play it. Right before I went to Austin, I started playing it on hard mode and I realized how much fun I was missing out playing on easy mode. So I'm gonna do that today. Sorry, that was a really long update. The nighttime contacts are they're partially working. I'm pretty sure I need to readjust them again, but I haven't been wearing it for the past few days, so my eyesight went back to its original degree.
European words, and he's using them on a European show, and he shouldn't even fucking know this because
I don't mind it at all. As long as I don't have to go out, it's actually better that I wear my 400-degree contacts or -4 contacts.
Was that if the
hard
Labour government
mode.
continues down
Okay,
the line of austerity,
I can't play hard. I always default to easy mode because I'm self-aware and I know how bad I am at video games. But water park, it's so much more fun on hard mode. When was the last time I had an eye exam? Dude, it was so funny at the urgent care. I swear to God, like they literally assigned you rookies to check your eye because she made me do those eye exams, right? You know those eye exams where you have to read the letters and like.
Yeah. Alright, just basically some on the iPad. I was kind of curious. I always sometimes pop. I always kind of like just like when she goes live, I can't kind of see what she's talking about for like like 20 minutes, kind of see what she's up to. Then I kind of just dip out. Sorry. So I was definitely good to look on X anyway. So
It's like, okay.
What the
World
fuck?
War II.
Jesus Christ. Okay. South Korea is pretty fucking hot, I'm not gonna lie.
I was worried that the elements were going to
I don't know what this shit is.
and they have. As a matter of fact, the Green Party's
Pro RG Free Plays is a game or two. No way.
Considering that I think
nice. Nice. He likes GTA, The Witcher, Red Dead Redemption. Not bad, my man. Not bad. That's funny.
Strong opposition against this behemoth that the Reform Party has become.
Are you talking to Polanski? Aren't you advising Polanski? That's a kind of a good question. I wish people would just break apart the propaganda more.
I don't.
It's just crazy to me that you can just talk and say like so much shit. And
Okay, but this is actually mainstream play. It's funny how like this guy which looks like Neon. I'm not a fan of Neon. He's a fucking like Viewmonitor.
I always have advice, but you know, I chat with him every now and then.
He's such a clown obsessed
Oh my god. I don't know what to say.
In corralling the power of digital media, on the left.
What is this?
We have endured suffering under the communist.
Oh, this way makes fun of a fucking
and we believe
Vietnamese
that,
woman.
Okay, fuck you, dude. I mean, seriously, fuck you, old lady. Shut the fuck up, you stupid fucking idiotic old lady with your stupid fucking gamer headset. Who has fucked you harder? America or fucking Ho Chi Minh? Suck my dick, old lady. God damn, dude.
Wow.
Fuck this refugee, okay? Seriously. Fuck this South Vietnamese motherfucking whatever, like Christian supremacist psychotic fucking refugee living in America now and able to talk that shit. Why don't you go back and live in fucking South Vietnam in the same conditions? That's your perspective.
Wow, someone leaving a communist shithole is basically, you're basically telling me to go fuck off, man. How about you get the fuck out of my country? Jesus Christ, dude, he's such a loser. But, yeah, he is such a fucking loser, bro. Like, you're fucking legit assaulted someone for leaving a communist shithole and come to America and start new life. Just like, get the fuck out of my country. Go back to fucking Turkey. Go live out in fucking Cuba or China and get the fuck out of here, dude. I swear. I wish there's a way just to fucking get rid of him, but sadly he's an American citizen, sadly, even though he's a fucking Nepo baby.
That's it. That's all the media is these days.
I don't know.
When a politician is running.
It's just, is it just me, or was the NFL very strategic with their schedule during Tuesday 6?
Addressing what your platform is, or even why people might be very upset.
Yeah, but
it's not the itself that is valid.
But people will have to like fucking like like play early hours in the morning, they ain't gonna watch football. So alright boys. I'm gonna hop off. It was a good stream. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed, reacting to all the GTA stuff. Earlier it was really cool. I can't wait to play it. Like when it comes out. So yeah, tomorrow we'll be doing the same thing. Gaming wise, we're actually gonna play. There's like an early access for like the new like Warzone map. For like for integration of MW4, we'll give that a try. I don't really give a fuck about like Warzone anymore. But we'll give it like a try and see if it's like good or not. It's like early access. Then like next week, it's the beta, open beta comes out. So we'll like do that. Do it on Twitch, obviously. On here, we'll just, be reacting to the same stuff. Politically wise, we'll see what the administration's spewing and saying. We'll look at all the same usual articles and all that. And we'll watch Destiny and Tim watch Destiny in the Tim Pool debate tomorrow. So that's gonna be very interesting to watch. I'm definitely interested in seeing that. So we're gonna watch that. So that's basically the plan. So yeah, guys, it was a good stream. And I will see you guys tomorrow. All right, boys. Peace out.